Yes, everyone, you know what time it is. It's your boys Jack and Dave here, bringing you the watch along. It's Newcastle. We're playing at home once again. Let's see if we can actually get the win this time. It felt like against West Ham that we did everything to get the goals, to put ourselves in winning positions, but we just didn't have the bravery. We just didn't have the conviction to be able to do it. Let's see if we can put up a good performance tonight. A lot of pressure on the players, some pressure even on Ange Postecoglou, apparently from some Spurs fans and from sort of the media in general. So a massive game ahead here, everybody. In the lineup, we have Vicario in goals, Pedro Porro at right back, Romero at right-sided center back, Davies once again joining him in the back line with Udogie at left back. We have Basuma sitting in the number 6 position, with Højbjerg then sitting on the bench. Also, Lo Celso then moved to the bench as well, because Pop Matasar has come into the midfield, and it looks like Kulusevski will also be in the midfield as well. That's going to be a very hard-working, very physical midfield, which is good to see. Brennan Johnson likely on the right. Sonny could be through the middle or on the left, and then Big Richie coming back into the lineup. He's definitely been missing chances, has been frustrating even his biggest supporters and people like me recently. Even I've been kind of a bit just sort of done with Richie at times, but he's been given the nod by Postecoglou once again. Clearly Postecoglou doesn't hate him, like clearly does, like something about him and what he can bring. So Richie back in the lineup, Dave, and your thoughts on it, and then we'll get to the chat and see what people have to say.
Some would almost say, I saw it coming, or I knew it was happening. Work out on that one. But look, I knew Richarlison would play today. Look, I'd actually make the argument, Jack. I look at the lineup. I don't think it's through the middle like I predicted. However, I would like to see him through the middle, but also gives us that option. If Sonny's not working through the middle, you can switch it. So a bit of fluidity there. But what I will say with Richarlison is, I know a lot of people give him stick, and look, I rightly so. I understand why. I'm not sitting here defending him. But he's been our best left winger since our injury.
Statistically,
Johnson he hasn't got it. So whether we like it or not, he's been the most effective left winger out there. So I could understand why he's made that call. Now, interestingly, as Postecoglou did say on Richarlison in the build-up to this game, it's not about wanting him to step up. That's the opportunity. With all footballers, that's all you can really ask for. There's nothing more than a club or a manager can provide for you than provide the basic framework of, here's an opportunity for you. Your opportunity now exists to make your own mark and make an impact. So, he's clearly given Richarlison the opportunities to go out there, like he's explained in the press. There's nothing much more we can do than give the guy the opportunity. It's now up to him to take it. And I fully agree with Ange. He's been playing through injury for the last year and a half at Tottenham Hotspur. But Ange said himself also in the pre-match press conference, you look at Richarlison, even in training, he was saying he's moving freer, he's a lot more sharper, this, that, and the other. So now's his opportunity today. Let's see if he can grab it with both hands. If he doesn't, then I'll be the first one to take him out of my predicted lineup next week.
Dave went for the big call, and he was successful in it. Definitely give some plaudits to him. Dermatron maybe would even say bow down to Dave with such a great prediction when it came to that's why you call it a predicted lineup, I guess, everybody. But if you haven't already, please smash that like button. Please get your comments in ahead of this game. Tell us what you're thinking. Tell us what's on your mind ahead of this game. Feel free as well to support the channel by grabbing a membership, or if you'd like, you can put your comments, in as a super chat, and we'll get to it as quickly as we can, and we give it a good discussion. But we do have K32 in the house saying hello all from a miserable and stormy Ireland, hoping for a big performance from my beloved Spurs today. Stormy and miserable for you as well, Dave?
Yeah, it's absolutely bucketing down out there, Jacko. It's not a nice day to be out there. It's also freezing. But to be honest with you, I actually enjoy this weather. You know me, Jack. I've said it to you plenty of times. How much did I complain about the heat during the summer? I can't stand it. So for me, I actually enjoy this weather, K32. And anyway, you grew up in the weather, so you should be well used to it by now. But let me know what part of Ireland, my man. And look, hopefully Spurs get the win. We really could do with it. Arsenal lost points yesterday. Man United lost points. Chelsea lost points again there today. West Ham got beaten, stuff like that. Results have gone in our favour. Now it's about time putting on the points on the board between now and January until we get Van de Ven and Maddison like that back. So let's go. Come on.
Come on. Absolutely love it, K32. Sue Smith is in the house. Always good to see you, Sue Smith. Hope you are well. We have Chris Spurs in here. He's enjoying wet spam getting battered as well as Chelsea. It's a brilliant day whenever you get to see Chelsea and West Ham being destroyed in the same period. We also have Daniel Larson in the house. Big up to you, Daniel Larson, saying really need to see a win today. My soul can't take more. My soul cannot take more drop points. Oh, Dave, 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 Dave. I think you might have gone. I'm still in, of course, on the OBS. My camera and my mic are still in on the OBS. I think you might have gone in this stream. Yeah. I need to put your link back in. Do you mind sending me your link again? Okay. But big up to you, Daniel Larson. Hopefully you are well, sir. And you say, my soul can't take more drop points. Come on, you Spurs. And then Dark Sun G saying, laugh my ass off. Blues are losing to Everton. Come on, you Spurs. Let's win today. Dark Sun G, I've been riding the Sean Dyche train recently, and the bets have also been helping me with the Sean Dyche train. I've been absolutely loving it. I did not think that they were going to win this one today. I sort of just kind of had them on, just sort of in my mind. You kind of maybe thinking they would be up at like halftime sort of thing. Like I put like $1 on them being up at like halftime, but that didn't come through to me. But I have been, feeling the Sean Dyche, recently, and I've been very impressed with them. They're keeping clean sheets, going long ball, kind of just bypassing all the other sort of tactics and everything that we're used to in sort of the modern game. And he's being very successful with it. I like that team, and they're, causing some big upsets, and they're giving us some fun weekends indeed. Big up to Dark Sun G. Let me just put in Dave's link here in just a second. Everybody will put him back into the stream. Just give me un momento. But again, everybody, feel free to smash the like button. Do get your comments in on what your thoughts are ahead of the game. Big up to Dreadlock74. Special Occasions is in here. Ribsy85 is in here as well, saying, come on, you Spurs. Let's go. James Watson's in here as well. Big up, boys. Need a win today. Definitely do need a win today, James Watson, and do always appreciate your support as a member, as well as Dreadlock74 and Mary W. Big up to you, Mary W. Hopefully you are well. Kai Ballack is in here. Big up to Kai Ballack, absolute legend. Nitro DJ's in here. Silent Dove Pictures. Big up to Silent Dove Pictures. And then Dark Sun G once again saying, come on, you Spurs. Happy to see Sar and Richie back in the starting 11. Dave, Sar back into the starting 11. We always enjoy seeing Pape, and I think one of us mentioned that, weirdly enough, he's been actually kind of one of the most consistent players, you could say, this season, and hasn't gone through sort of the dips and spells and maybe bad form like maybe some other players have.
No, look, 100%. I think having Pape Sar back is a huge positive. You look at Basuma, he's dropped his levels. We've lost that creative spark. But one thing I think where we've missed Sar, and why I think it's a huge plus today, is when it comes to Pape Sar. You look at the last few games he's been out, how easily have we been countered on? How little have we turned that ball over in the final third like we used to? And I think a big part of that is down to Pape Sar. When he plays, he turns over a lot of ball because that he actually wants to do it. He actively goes after it, and he helps us turn over ball in the opposition third. So I think he's a huge plus in that regard and protecting us from the counter. Plus, he's got a pass in him. He's got a shot in him as well. So for me, I'm absolutely delighted to see the kid back. He's been performing absolutely brilliantly this year. And it just goes to show, Jack, that it doesn't matter what age you are. If you're good enough, you're old enough. People were very hesitant to throw him into that midfield last year. I routinely campaigned for it after seeing him at the San Siro in that AC Milan game. I said, look, what have we got to lose at this point? No one else is doing the job. Bring Pape Sar in. Postecoglou made that brave call, and he's getting the benefits of it. And look, hopefully Pape Sar can really make a difference in that midfield today.
Yeah.
Make us more combative.
Yeah, and they have a very physical midfield themselves, Newcastle, Dark Sun G. So it could also be that, Pape Sar might be preferred already by Postecoglou, but he already would kind of add a bit more physicality that might be needed against a team like Newcastle, who have Bruno Guimaraes, who, I'm always been a big fan of and, really rate as a midfielder. I think Joe Linton is almost a bit similar to kind of like a Kulusevski when you think about it in their midfield, like two good ball carriers, very strong, very combative. And then two as well, I think they've been sort of rotating, Lewis Miley, who's, maybe a testament, Dark Sun G, to maybe why you should play the youth, right? A guy like Lewis Miley, given the chance, and he's just really shining and taking advantage of it. So a good opportunity that, maybe we could even look at. But yeah, good to see Richie back. Let's hope that Richie grabs a goal. I mean, I would say it never happens, but you need it to happen today. So hopefully the big Rich can step up, and then I can go on a Richie run. Sean Maddox is in the house as well. Big up to Shawnee Maddox. And just got my breakfast in, and sausages, scrambled eggs as well, with peppers, spinach, and asparagus. Now time for the coffee and Spurs. Dave, I know you've been eating very healthy. Maybe the sausage, is a bit more on kind of the unhealthy side, but for the most part, I mean, that's a banging breakfast there, Shawnee Maddox, and it's a bit American, and that's what I like as well. Certain things in there maybe you wouldn't get in your Irish breakfast or your English breakfast. Big up to Shawnee.
Big up, Shawnee. Keep it up, my man. Keep eating healthy. It gives you complete. Do you know what? Just quickly, if anyone is out there going through anything or you feel you're not yourself lately, just try a bit of exercise and changing your diet. I mean, it's worked absolute wonders for me.
And he's definitely just gone for a banging breakfast, to brighten his mood ahead of this game. That's for sure. Rum Scully's in here. Good to see you. S-Fact is in here as well. Always good to see people join us. Thanks for joining us, everybody, for this watch along, picking us as your sort of destination to, ride through this Newcastle roller coaster that we're about to go through. Al Ben saying Fulham smash West Ham 5-0. Spurs poor or curse. Dave, I said to you, it felt like West Ham, after the way we played against them, they were almost due a 5-0 drubbing if they were going to play like that against another side. Fulham, red hot form right now, and they did what we should have done.
Yeah, and that's what makes me more angry about seeing Fulham do it. They had a big win during the week as well, and they're out there doing it again. But look, let's be honest, if we had any conviction about us, we could have done the exact same to West Ham in the first half, but we didn't. Everyone got too big time. Everyone got too big for the boots. Thought it was so easy. They were just going to end up walking through them, this, that, and the other. And it turns out that wasn't the case. You have to go at things with belief, with conviction in what you're doing. And if we did, we wouldn't have lost that game. And that's why, for me, it keeps coming back down to the mentality. How badly do you want to win? How badly do you want to succeed? How badly do you want to raise your arms with a trophy in that? Because if they did, that West Ham result just simply would have happened, just like the West Ham result wouldn't have happened, just like the Wolves result wouldn't have happened. Chelsea won. Look, when you go down to 9 men, that's a different case altogether. But 3 of them losses would not have happened if we had that winning mentality. Like I keep saying all day, Jack, and I'm going to keep saying it. Hungry dogs run faster. If they're hungry, they would get over the line in them games. Simple as that. It makes me even more angry seeing how easy Fulham has dismantled them. And then we end up losing to them because we were dicking about on the ball.
So angry. Dave is holding back, a big bark right now. He wants these guys to turn into dogs. Big up to Mark in the house saying, evening, let's stop trying to score the perfect goal. I completely agree, Mark. That's how I sort of felt like kind of in the last game. It's just us, trying to make it way too easy. Nobody just sort of taking that responsibility, taking that ownership, and just, taking, plenty of times we already had an angle to shoot. We already had, sort of an opportunity to, test the keeper, and we just decided not to. It was very frustrating. Big up to Big T. Hopefully you're all right. He's saying Richarlison, perfect hat trick, left foot, right foot, header. Surely, I mean, it's written in the stars, Big T. It's for Richie one day that he'll just, maybe even, right as we put him on the transfer list, I bet, he'll just all of a sudden, bang in a hattie, of some kind. That's just how Richie would do it. Wolf Maller saying Fulham 10 goals in 2 games. I mean, I was comparing Marco Silva to Steve Cooper. I was just sort of saying Steve Cooper is struggling with, I think, a much better squad than what Fulham have, and all of a sudden Marco Silva's getting them free scoring again without even Mitrovic. The big Mitro's gone. Good to see Stefan Blois. Always appreciate you, sir. Love that lineup. Let's go. Come on, you Spurs. Especially, I know, since you're not the biggest fan of Højbjerg, Stefan, he's been dropped to the bench. Connor Carolyn is in here as well. Good to see you, Connor. We have Johnny Mack, Rob Belcher. Always good to see you, sir. I'm here as always. Let's go Spurs. Always with us, Rob Belcher, and we do appreciate that, sir. Rob Ragnarsson, right beneath him. 28 degrees in Palm Beach today. Member of the Rob Army. Big up to you, Rob. And Palm Beach, I would absolutely love that. The Rob Army's getting much stronger, indeed. Dan Davenport saying, Jack, do you think Pochettino will get sacked soon? I hope so, and it'd be nice to see him just, kind of gallivanting about North London, again, getting jealous of what's going on over here. Mark News in the house as well. Big up, Jack. And Harris Army is marching on tonight. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Harris Army. Yes, let's hope that the Harris Army's always marching, but let's hope that we march a bit louder, after a big win today. We also have, make sure I'm not missing any members in here. Mick Dundee, good to see you. Derek Hutchinson, always appreciate you, sir. And then Dark Sun G saying, hopefully when Sun, Basuma, and Sar leave in January, Madison and Lolo being Bentancur, VDV, and Bentancur return, and we can get 3 signings, 2 for center back and 1 midfielder and maybe 1 forward, and then we will be set. Let's go on a run from today. I think the more we get these kind of players like Sar back, other sort of players back will start to trickle in. Dark Sunji, we'll once again, start to look like a more formidable side because we'll have more players competing for these starting spots, and I think that just creates a better culture in general. Clearly, we're more dependent on Madison than it's just sort of like, I think, missing Harry Kane in a way from last season, depending on certain players for kind of miraculous creativity at times. And Madison has sort of been that guy for us when we've just needed the guy to really just, even when we have created chances, just sort of take it, like I said, take ownership, take it himself, and make it even easier, let's say, even though they, some of these chances have been. Madison's been that guy, and he's been that consistent creator for us that's kept the tempo up, and he takes risks at everything about his game we are missing. And Van de Ven, of course, is the partner to Romero and brings the best out of Romero. And Romero, I think, is, we're thankful to have him back, but him next to Ben Davies, we know isn't ideal, of course. But he's also spoken about, getting 3 signings. Dave, would you see that happening, or is that ideal for you?
Has to happen. Yeah. Has to happen. When are we going to learn our lessons? The guys we rely on as backup players are not good backup players. I keep telling everybody, I keep warning everybody, stop relying on them. Because like you say, they were playing there the last couple of years on the managers. Oh, well, they can't play every game. They'd be grand as a one-off game. Keep telling people, when they come in, you're going to drop points. It just happens. Even if they play all right, they're still going to drop your points because they're so used to it. They're such losers. They have been the last 4 or 5 years. And in order for us to move on, if we had a centre-back, if we had brought in another centre-back, like we were told they were going to do last January under Conte. They didn't. They said they were going to bring in 2. They only brought in 1 this summer. If we had another centre-back, would we have got over the line in a couple of them games? Yes. If we would have replaced Harry Kane properly, would we got over the line in them couple of games? Yes. Of course we need signings. We're actually the architects of our own downfall. This is the problem. That's what pees me off all the time. We are the architects of our own downfall. I don't want to lose this manager. I absolutely love Ange Postecoglou. When we go up against the bigger teams, his tactics will work 9 times out of 10 because of the work rate that we apply to the tactics. But when we carry injuries, he suffers the same fate as everybody else. Now with Pochettino under pressure at Chelsea, it's going to put even more pressure on Ange Postecoglou now. Because I can guarantee you, if we lose tonight, the narrative after the game, or media and pundits and all will put out there the questions, should Spurs sack Ange and bring Pochettino back? Guarantee it's going to happen. So even more now, I want them players to bloody turn up today. They bloody owe us. They humiliated us up in Geordieland last season, and they humiliated us Thursday night. And watching West Ham get pumped there today. They better go out there and perform. And I don't want to see anyone turn on the manager if this doesn't happen tonight. You turn on them players because they're the ones that are out there that can do something about it. And when you see so many different tactics being employed at the club over the last 4 or 5 years to get them going, they're the problem. It's now down to them, and they better turn up today. Just quickly, I seen Cooley running around with a mask on. I wonder what's going on there. Is it a broken cheekbone or something like that? And look, if they're not up to the job today, Jack, the best way to get everyone else fired up on that pitch, bring Darrington and Donnelly on. You watch some attitudes change out there.
Yeah, absolutely love that, Dave. Bang on so many points there. Absolutely love it. And
Dark Sun G.
Yeah, bringing the best out, Dark Sun G. And I like your January plans, man. Al Ban saying disbelief. We got unraveled by this Chelsea team. Listen, I mean, we unraveled ourselves, Alban. Like, it wasn't Chelsea that unraveled us. We unraveled ourselves. Like, we did it to ourselves. Romero, Dave and I have, stood on, we don't believe it was as bad as people think, and we thought it was a little harsh even for the red card and the penalty, but, that's up for debate. I think the offside, again, we've discussed before. It's like I think just Sonny needs to remember to clip his toenails before he goes into any game now, because it felt like it was his toenail that was offsides in that one. And yeah, I think we unraveled ourselves. Destiny Udogie, of course, maybe a big mistake, but you know, it wasn't Chelsea, man. Big up to you, Alben. And yeah, it's crazy because they're just getting absolutely punished by so many teams right now. Just gonna catch up a little bit here. Donovan Osterreicher, good to see you, sir. 7-1. Let's smack these Magpies out of the chicken coop. Let's give them what they gave us last season. Donavision, absolutely love it out of the chicken coop. Ball bean counter, good to see you, sir. Tough game tonight. Not necessarily confident. Good to see you. You know, the representative of the fantasy league, #1 in the fantasy league. Let's hope you have a good weekend. Donna Collins in here. We have Shawnee Maddox, Peter M. Big up, Dave and Jack. Let's hope we finally get a result out of our good play. Peter, we need a result. Despite the good play, we do need a result as well. Scooter Reacts is in here. Morning, boys. Big up, all. Good to see Papa starting. Absolutely good to see Papa starting. And then as well, we have Level Earth. Good to see Ray Chrisley. Adrian Chia, greetings from the Third Kit Society of Basuma. Come on, you Spurs. I bet it's almost like a society you see like probably convening at like a Vienna coffee shop, you know, like a very like sophisticated, you know, like sort of a society. Like I said, you know, it's a handsome kit, the Basuma Third Kit. It's not a bad choice. I think even Dave is starting to realize that he might need to catch on soon, you know, before it becomes too big of a wave, and he can feel like he's still one of the first, you know, to become a part of it, one of the founding members. But yeah, the Basuma Third Kit Society, always good to have representatives. And Adrian Chia, no matter what happens, man, I know it's going to be a crazy script like you always prepare us. Big up to you, sir, and hopefully you are keeping well. I imagine might be probably a crazier time, might be a crazier sort of evening in terms of you know, the game time. Let me know, you know, what time it is for a lot of people, especially in the Australian side, you know, Singapore side, Korean side, because I feel like this sort of time of day, it starts to get a little kind of crazy o'clock in the evening. But 4 minutes away from kickoff, Dave. Good to see Kula Sexy Football as well. Just making sure, you know, seeing him in here. But any sort of pre-match anxieties, pre-match thoughts here? Seeing the guys line up, Sonny. It's so many people had Sonny out of the game, right, for this one. I don't know where that came from.
Well, there was after the game when he was taken off against West Ham, he was in absolute agony on the bench. And Postecoglou said that he had a bit of injury in the pre-match press conference. So it'll be interesting to see how fit Son is or how long he lasts. But look, Jack, it's time for us to go fine dining tonight. You know, it's up to us now. You know, get the handkerchiefs on. Let's go and eat some magpie, you know, with some nice rustic roasted vegetables, a good nice sort of gravy on it. It's time for us to do the fine dining tonight. Too many teams have dined out on us. Now it's time for us to go and beat them. I'm hungry. I'm starving. I could sure do with some magpie. So let's go. It's the season of giving. Gift us goals, Newcastle.
If we're going dining, Dave, I think I probably got to take off, you know, Nick's brand new sweater for me because, you know, I don't want to get it, you know, dirty because I can be a messy eater if we're going to be eating magpie. So I'll switch to the Sunny kit, Dave, and you know, I'll get some stuff on this swim jersey, the swim jersey from last season. Big up to Nick as well. That was absolutely, like I said, absolutely crazy to be you know, interrupted. You know, that was the best sort of, you know, mid show, you know, kind of sort of surprise I've ever had. Ever really do appreciate it. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays to everybody.
Yeah.
Let's hope Spurs deliver us at least some sort of, you know, holiday joy and, you know, feeling like we can be confident in our team again. I'm very confident in Ange, and everything Dave brought up earlier, you know, about how if this doesn't even go our way, please, you know, at least on our case, I think we're already making sure that we believe in Ange and we believe in what he's doing here. And they owe him a favor and they owe us a favor, especially even, like I said, in the pre-match buildup after what happened last season against Newcastle. A lot of those players owe us a favor from last season as well.
100%. Look, if we lose today, Ange out is going to be ramped up. And the thing is, it's going to be driven by the media, right? They're all going to be like, oh, well, you know, you have to be able to ask questions of the manager, which rightly so. I agree. You should be able to ask questions and probe into things. However, as Tottenham fans, we should be smarter. We know that changing manager isn't going to do anything again. We know this, you know. So for us, it's about being smart and looking at the long-term project, which the media won't do. They do everything sort of instant reaction to drive, to feed off emotion and stuff like that. But Spurs fans, we need to ignore that and we need to realize the project that we're undertaking and the path that we're going on to get ourselves out of the mess. Because by listening to some of them guys, all it's going to do is keep us in that rut. It's all it's going to do. You know, the manager ain't the problem. The squad depth is the problem. The mentality is the problem. And, you know, that all drives from the chairman. For me, let's not blame another manager, because even out there before, it's, oh, yeah, we know about Daniel Levy, but the manager as well. And it's like, you know, two things, you know, aren't always true at once. You know, sometimes you got to pinpoint the problem. So let's just get behind the boys, because if we don't win today, right, that'd be 6 games on the bounce. It's unheard of sort of in the Premier League. And it naturally, that narrative, there's just going to be a lot more pressure on Ange Postecoglou, a lot more questions asked him if we don't win today. So look, it's up to them players. You want to keep this guy in the dugout, you want to protect him like he's protected you in the press. Go out and do it on the pitch where it actually matters. Let's fucking go. I want to smash these up today after the humbling they gave us last week. Do not let us down, Tottenham. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely love it. And Dave, just, you know, as you're, you know, getting started here, I mean, it's starting to, you know, it's the same weather outside that you're having. It's absolutely raining sheets all of a sudden, you know, cats and dogs. So we're, you know, getting in the same environment ahead of this one. Kulu, yeah, gone for a mask. Maybe something did happen in training, like you said, or perhaps he's just, you know, really that obsessed with the NBA right now that he has to, you know, go, or he loves Osimhen or something. Yeah. Maybe he loves Osimhen. You never know. But we're about to get kicked off here, everybody. Please do get in sync with us. And I also hope that, you know, the fans,
just want to grab my flavored water. I'll be back in 1 sec, Jack.
No worries. Fans have also not been given, you know, a win in some time when you think about it as well, which is just a real crime, despite how well we have played in some of these. But we have had a lot of good early starts. Let's hope we can continue that trend here. Spurs getting kicked off here. Sonny with a nice win earlier. Udogie going down the swing. Into Richie. First bit of hold-up play is all right. To Kulusevski, the man in the mask. The masked man. The masked Kulu. Masdecki, Pat Matasarg, good to see him back. Pedro Porro, out wide on the wing, left-footed cross, not really enough on it, cleared away instantly. Good to see a masked Kulu. Big up Dave Janola, good to see you in the house. Let's hope for another bright start, Ribsy85. Let's hope for another bright start. Ball is cleared away by Newcastle. But they press us all the way. They're not letting us out easy. Vicario has to go long into
Great
Sarr.
Outball. Great outball.
Oh, sorry, deflected. Davies recovers. Basuma, nice pass into Kulu.
Good ball. Onto Sonny.
Sonny, little hesitation. Spurs slowing it down.
Today. Is Richie through the middle? Did I get a spot on?
Yeah, I mean, so far. It's hard to tell if they've taken positions yet.
Almost like I knew that would be the call. Put me in the dugout if you don't want Ange.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dave, are you not telling us something here? Is there, you know, maybe some phone calls you've been having with the Ange? Oh, what a touch from Kulu. He's absolutely surging here.
Kulu and Sonny.
Play him, man.
You got Brennan Johnson. He doesn't use him.
He's got Sarr.
Richie's getting in the box. Porro's on the overlap.
Kulu.
Oh, he's gone to Kulu. Wrong option by Sarr.
He waited too long to play Sarr as well. And he didn't play it that far in front of him.
Yeah. Now it's slowed right down. Newcastle, every man behind the ball. We're going to keep seeing this all season long unless we rip a team apart doing it.
It was great touches early from Kulu, though. I mean, he absolutely blew past whoever that was.
And he gives away a stupid free kick there. Ah, come on, Kulu. Short game today. The masked man. You can't see me.
The menace.
You can't see me. Come on, Kulu.
Kulu got his face hit end of last game, Jack, says Mark. Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh. Interesting.
Kulu doesn't really...
It's a good start by Tottenham.
Yeah.
Plenty of energy.
You missed Richie's. Richie had first hold-up play. Was successful, Dave. 1 for 1 so far. Hopefully it's his night.
But honestly, there's no point of playing him if we're not going to cross the ball today as well, though. You know, you have to cross the ball when he's in there. Good start, though, by Richie. All you can ask is for him to get the first touch right. You know, once he does that, hopefully it leads to confidence and a good game. Here we go. Second touch. Much better.
Udogie. Davies, Vicario. Yep, having to go long there.
Oh, unlucky.
Porro. Reads the bounce well.
Porro. Just tells Basuma, get out my way, I want it.
Sarr. Basuma.
Good football by Tottenham.
Yeah.
Romero to Davies. Now get it out on left. Let's go. Good ball. Get turned on it, Doji. Basuma. Out to Sonny. Sonny with a great ball. Richie! It's blocked. Handball, no? Sarr. Out to Pedro Porro. Get it in. Richie's in there. Oh, it comes off our own player in Brennan Johnson. It's a good start by Tottenham, though. Absolutely taking it to them. None of this 5-yard balls between each other, asking each other how the family is. What a flick by... Who's that? Adoji. But you laughed at, Jack.
I was just laughing at what you said.
Rich looks up for it today.
Handball, says Tyler.
Oh, we'll never get that. I give up asking for them at this point in time.
Yeah, it's hard to know.
And blood pressure.
If it was Simon Hooper, maybe. We could file.
Simon Hooper, I'll ask all day long.
Simon Hooper, Simon Hooper would listen to us.
A man the match against City. Davies. Good ball into Sonny.
Lovely. And Nakulu. Play him. Richie.
Richie.
Come on, Rich.
Touch. That's a shot.
Oh, it's a souvenir.
Just over the bar. That's
Great play. Great run from Kulu. Great ball as well. Much better ball from Kulu. Great hold-up play from Sonny on the left there. What a pass.
What a pass. Good touch. Does everything right there. Unlucky. Does everything right there. No complaints with Richie there. Great ball by Kulu.
Great run. It's asking a lot, that finish. It is asking a lot. Could try to maybe cut back inside. Oh no, it's deflected. He got the corner. Maybe he could have gone for cut back inside and then, go for a Brazilian dive. Pedro Porro whipping it in. Oh, Kulu! Kulu! Somebody! Ben Davies! Ben Davies! Oh!
Everyone's wrestling for it.
Udoji. Lots of sauce.
Get the ball in. Richie's there. Get it in.
Whip it in, Pop. Rich!
Richie, so close.
Davies! Who does he think he is? That's a right-footed.
This is so exciting. Come on, Spurs.
Who does Davies think he is? Pop Matasar. Who's that? Johnson? Oh, no, Romero. Oh, nice pass into Johnson.
Good ball. Let's
go, Johnson. Turn on the Jets. Oh, nice pass into Porro. Play Rich. Oh, Nasani!
Oh, well read by Dubravka. What a ball.
I feel like he could have waited just an extra second, and then Sonny would have been there. It's almost a lovely play so far, though, from Spurs. Great start.
It's a brilliant start. Get the press on. Well done, Sonny. Newcastle retain it well, though. Trippier into Joe Linton. Is that Bruno? Bruno all the way out wide to Gordon. Someone get out there and close him down.
Joe Linton.
Plays Joe Linton. Joe Linton looks to pull it back. He does with success. Ramirez! Just gone over the bar. We got away with one there. Who's picking him up? Who's even aware of it?
That pullback, that was scary.
No one's read it. They've all gone to the ball, caught ball watching. No one's read that.
Maybe not as close as we thought, but oh no, that was pretty close.
We got away with that. That was so close. Newcastle ramping up the pressing a little. Got to take our next chance forward.
Yeah, that was serious.
He's been brilliant for them, Bruno Guimaraes. I love him as a player. Remember you were speaking about when he was in France, Jackal.
That was scary. That was a bit of a wake-up call.
Yeah.
Good start still. But sort of what we said, it's not going to be like West Ham. Like, Newcastle will have moments. Like, they will. Yeah. They are, at the end of the day, a good enough team.
Adoji, well won. Keeps it in. Lionel's blind. He needs to go for an eye test.
Good catch from Ange. Good point as well. Newcastle, good pressing from Richie so far.
Ravka, that's a risky one.
Kulu, good pressure.
It's too
They
easy.
play out to Joe Linton.
No.
Is he on?
Come
Ben
on,
Davies? No, wait. I
no,
feel like Ben Davies kept him on there.
Newcastle are in here.
No,
It's
they're
1-0
in.
to Newcastle.
Oh,
what
wonderful
clearance by Ben
defending
Davies.
from Davies. Good recovery.
What recovery? That was
I think
way
he kept
too
him
easy.
on
He
there,
was
though.
picking up Joe Linton. Joe Linton, just a free ball, gets turned, plays it in over the back line.
He's behind the line. Yeah, Gordon. So he's behind the line no matter what.
Really should be 1-0. What recovery pace from Ben Davies. What recovery. Fuck. Isak kicked that last. It's a goal kick. Davies touches it. Yeah, comes off Isak as well.
Oh, what defending from Davies. Actually, take it all back. That's incredible defending, actually, Davies. He's on side no matter what there at Gordon.
It's harder to put that, it's harder to put it further away than put it in his own net there. Great defending. Porro. That's the wake-up call, though. Need to get going. Shit, sloppy passing like that. This is how it starts.
Come on, Sonny. Basuma. Speed it up, Basuma.
He's doing it again. Newcastle dropping into a 4-4-2 out of possession. Great ball over the top for Johnson. Johnson pulls it back. Pedro Porro back to Johnson. Backwards to Romero. Romero onto Basuma. If he keeps doing this, get fucking turned. Romero looking for options. There are none. Newcastle pressing very well here. Making life difficult.
They're forcing Vic to go long a lot as well. Vic usually doesn't go long this often.
No. That's it, Richarlison. You've made him go long. Well done. He's off.
Game has slowed down now a little bit, at least on Spurs' end. But Newcastle haven't had that much of the ball. I mean, they've had 30% possession, so.
It's because Basuma's slowing it down. Every time it comes into him, he's going backwards. They're looking at him to get turned and get us going.
There you go. Nice pass, Davies.
Sonny. Good ball into Kulu. Got an overlap here with Doji. Give it to him. What can Big Dog do?
Come on, Destiny. There you go, out for a corner.
Just a corner.
I think Kulu had some runs there. I feel like he didn't take the right space.
That's not a goal kick. Is it? How's that a goal kick? They're at it again. These refs are at it again.
Big up to Welsh Gal. Good to see you, Welsh Gal.
Good to see you, Welshie. Hopefully you're keeping well.
She says, come on, the boys. Please for Mr. Dyche as well. Yeah, love me a bit of Dyche.
Yeah, he's doing a great job there.
I think you're even more of an enthusiast than I am, Welsh Gal, as well. I bet you're absolutely buzzing to see him.
I have to say, Davies has had a great start to this game.
Oh, he saved us, and he had a terrific pass there. And probably if I were, not had such a Davies agenda, I probably maybe had missed some other moments of his. He's had a great start. It's been good in possession too the past 2 games.
Yeah. Tottenham sitting off Newcastle a little bit here. I don't like it. We've slowed the game down in possession and out of possession. Well done.
Great pressure from Kulu.
Well
Great pressure. Yeah, he's not giving it. He's not giving it.
I'll give it to Richie. He's free as a bird.
He's playing an injury. Oh, how are you letting him get away with that?
Put the ball out.
He's not even hurt.
It's a joke. Nothing wrong with him. It's up to us to put the ball out. Why's the referee called that?
Love it, Kulu.
Should have elbowed him. If you're gonna do that, just elbow him next time. The ref's gonna give it anyway.
I think Fabian Schär scored against us last season, so absolutely plant one on him.
I'm waiting for the day the referee helps a player up, pulls out a mirror, and lets him adjust his hair before he gets on with the game. It's getting to that point.
It has died down a bit, King Hoddle, I agree.
And it's not good. We all know we get complacent when the game dies down.
Mm-hmm. Seem very static, says Mark Cook. Yep.
Yeah.
Davies gives it away.
Take everything I said back about him.
Davies factory settings coming back.
Well done,
Adoji. Turn.
Well done.
Who's that? Romero. Kind of sort of setting back in shape. Basuma. Into
Oh, well
Davies. Nice pass, Davies. Into Udogie. Lovely turn.
Well done,
Get
big
turned
dog.
again. Oh,
Ref.
almost a cynical trip.
Yellow card. Pull down the counter. Oh.
Win that.
Offside by John.
Oh, gotta win that.
Sarr pulled out there. Wins it back.
Oh, not a great foul there either.
What's Joe Linton crying for? You not just watch Bruno do that to a Doji literally a second ago. You little crybaby. Fuck off. What?
Remember the game where Emerson outdid Joe Linton on the haircut?
Yeah. And he done the shit house, came in with his haircut and everything.
Wish Emma sacrificed and went for that today.
Oh, they're gonna take
If Emma was
eternity
truly Coys, he would do that. He'd get rid of the mohawk. Coming with completely different.
Oh, switching off from the set piece, just allow a free pass into Gordon. Well dealt with by the Paranator. Show prison boy. Well done.
Lovely
well done.
pass. Pedro.
Richie,
great pass.
Sonny. What a ball. Let's
Sonny,
go, Sonny.
come on, man.
1-on-1.
Take him on.
Oh,
Someone tell him man on. It took us too much time, though. You're never going to have that much.
Jackson.
Oh, great win.
Well
Great
done,
win.
well
Great
done.
win. Oh, no way he's given that.
No!
No way he's given that. How have you bought that? I mean, Almiron's been in the... He's been doing this for years, Rev. How have you...
And they're checking it. That's embarrassing.
You're not going to have that much time, Sonny.
Almiron, does he catch him? Nah, so what are they checking that for? That's disgraceful. Oh. Jesus Christ.
Won't let
Someone get
anyone
him
play,
roll
says
on
Shawnee.
board, please.
Yeah.
Sonny showing he's frustrated. Almiron's smiling because he knows. Look at him. He's about to wink to Eddie Howe there. Seriously, what is wrong with Shire? It is. We've had to delay the set piece for him. That's it, Postecoglou. That's it. You're getting that for officials here.
Oh, lovely from Brendan Johnson. Great touch.
Speedy Gonzalez, he's got loads of players in there. Sarr,
Back
Cooley,
post. No one into the middle.
Every single one. There's more Spurs players in there than Newcastle. He just floated that in there. He didn't even pick someone out.
See Poro. See Poro. There you go.
Great ball.
Lovely, Pedro. Back post. Deflected for a corner.
Do you know, outside of Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's had the most goals and assists of any right back or any defender in the league.
I mean, it is his prison. He's the prison. He's the warden. The warden gets those sort of numbers.
Yeah.
But great play initially from Johnson. But yeah, I completely agree. How does he miss everyone there?
There's more Spurs players in there than Newcastle. How did he miss every single one of them?
Romero again! Oh! I
Really,
almost thought it was another
again?
rom bomb.
I wouldn't be able to handle 2 rom bombs in a row.
Romero getting all our goals for us. Oh my lord, that was good defending there. I think they must have had someone on the line.
Oh, look at
Fuck that guy, Almiron. Fuck that guy, Almiron. He just decided just to move in last minute as well. Oh, damn it.
What
I wish he wasn't
by
switched
Romero.
on.
And
He
Richie
wasn't
drags
switched
the
on
marker
there.
to the ball and then runs away from it. Brilliant. Basuma, get
Basuma.
out wide. Oh, he get turned and look at Porro. If he does another Harry Winks move, I'm going to kill him. Fucking hell, he's standing out there so free. Get turned.
Newcastle cleared away. Spurs still dominating for sure so far.
That's it, Davies. Great ball.
Into
Richie.
Kulu.
Richie.
Kulu.
Oh, sorry.
Please. Do something, man.
He still
Do
has it.
something. Udoji. Lovely. Nasani.
This is your area.
Oh, he stepped in. They knew.
That's more like it, Basuma. That's more like it.
Man on Udoji. Good touch. Okay, Nasani.
Sonny.
There you go.
Good ball.
And Nakulu.
Kulu, well done. Now get wide.
Basuma. A little of a heavy touch.
He's slowing everything down.
Sonny. Whips it in.
Richie! It's just gone in front of him. He was so close to making it.
What a
What a
ball.
ball by Sonny. How close was he to getting on this?
Oh, it's just slightly ahead of him. It's a good ball, though.
It's a great ball.
It's just
So close to getting on. He's so close.
Jeez, it's so tempting. Steve
Postecoglou's losing it. He's not.
Steve D saying we put in more balls into the box than we did all of last game.
But this is what I was saying. They wouldn't put them in the box because they didn't have anyone to hit. That's what I was talking about on the lead build up to this game. You know, when you see your wingers doing the exact same thing, your wingers ain't the problem. Oh, where's the light? Oh, I fucking knocked my screen off. What am I doing? You still hear me, Jack? Huh?
Yeah, I can still hear.
Okay. I done this last week. That's 2 weeks in the trot I've done now. What am I doing? Come on, Dave. Get your act together. Come on.
Almiron. Back to Trippier. Can Trippier give us another mistake? Or can Trippier make another mistake?
That's
It'd be
it.
nice if he made one for us.
Oh. We have to make this pay. We can't keep them penned in for these periods and not score. Come on, Tripper. Get on with it.
Lovely from
Well
Kulu.
done, Kulu. Don't you dare, ref. Oh, he's giving them everything. You're not allowed to make shoulder tackles anymore. The game's dying on its ass. This is why I feel sorry for Spurs players. You watch. They'll go and do one now in a minute, and they get sent off. They are taking an eternity.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, are we time wasting 20 minutes at Newcastle? Jeez.
Fucking hell, this is unbelievable how long they're taking. They're trying to slow it down and grab a breather. Great ball.
Oh,
Great
lovely,
ball.
Sonny.
Richie.
Lovely.
Go on, Richie, drive. Well done. On to
Okay.
Papa Massar. Get in the box.
Yep. Get there,
Well done,
Rich.
Johnson. Oh, it's just flashed across again.
Terrible ball.
It's another shit ball. Way too much. He hasn't even given anyone a chance to get on the end of that.
I'd almost
He
take
needs
it.
to wake up, that kid.
Yeah, take a touch even, man. Take a
Yeah,
touch.
take a touch. You're exactly right. You got the speed. Take a touch and go.
Take a touch.
Just way
Wait.
overhit.
Let Richie make another run. You know? You don't even have to give it to Richie. You can wait for a different run.
It's 2 good crossing opportunities he's had now.
Chaz Fusion saying, don't rail against our Miggy Almiron. I will. I mean, any of those players that scored against us in that major, defeat, I want Romero to plant one on.
That's a
great
brilliant
win.
press by Tottenham.
And I'm pissed he saved that off the line from Romero. I'm pissed. It was good
Well done,
defending
Sarr.
from him. It was annoying.
Sar's been brilliant there, digging out ball.
There you go, son. All right,
Well
Udoji.
Let's go, Doji.
Heavy touch, but he's fine. Fine. There you go. Oh, no.
Why didn't you shoot first?
Just pass or shoot sooner.
Just have a
Either
shot.
shoot or pass sooner. Oh, get there, Basuma. There
Well
you go,
done,
son.
Basuma.
There you go, son. Great.
The help of Benjamin. Well done. Let's
Great
go,
strength.
Sar. Let's go.
Oh, my
God.
lord.
How long are they taking?
Oh, my
They
lord.
are wasting time. I hope it better be added up.
What's he got? Shin splints.
It's a joke. Jesus Christ. Even our set pieces, they're managing to waste time. How's that possible? We should just be allowed to get on with it. How are they wasting time on our set pieces? Look at him, he's fine, he's smiling. Happy and dandy out there. Rainbows and butterflies. Fucking hell.
Eddie Gonzalez
No,
saying...
nothing wrong with him.
Eddie Gonzalez saying we are creating the most chances, so yes, Spurs are threatening. However, we are not executing, though, in the final third. The two things are not mutually exclusive. That's very well put there, Eddie Gonzalez.
Let's go.
Shawnee Maddox saying, I feel like he's calling a lot of soft fouls right now.
Yeah, very soft fouls. He's winding me up today, Basuma. I find myself getting more wound up every time he touches the ball. Don't let him get there. Come on, that's soft, Doji.
Late on Romero.
He couldn't help it. He could not help it.
Thank you, Romero. It's on Miggy as well. I appreciate it. I asked for Almiron, called for his number. Thanks for planting one.
He
Very nice of you.
Help it. Watch how Maury sprints to that. Look. Opportunity boss.
Nice trailing leg. Nice trailing leg. It was his left leg as well. Very well done, Rom.
What a man.
I mean, he hasn't hit. Yeah, I mean, he looked hungry. He hadn't hit somebody. He hadn't hit somebody in probably over a match or two. So he's just, he's just getting withdrawals. Oh, they faked us, but it's a good ball. Terrible touch. Who was it? Lascelles. I mean,
how are we so bad at defending? Oh, he's injured. He done his knee there. He done a dead leg at Everton. He wasn't supposed to play today. Look at him. He's struggling. If that's him, get up the field now.
Spurs advertising boards.
Send half is up the pitch. Go.
Nice, Kulu. Switch it to Pop.
Get out wide. Get out wide. Well done. Move it, Papa. Come on, Papa. Goes for the early ball to Sonny, not on at all.
Strange choice.
What he's trying there. He's
Take your time again. Take your time. Sometimes we're way too panicky in these moments. Way too panicky.
Great ball by Romero. Into
Pedro.
Richie.
Destiny. Sonny. Great. Oh, well done from Sonny across the ball. Get in! 1-0! Destiny!
Oh, I want to dance with a Doji.
I want to feel the heat with the Doji. 1-0. Sonny, great work on the wing as well. Who says Sonny can't play on the wing? Who says Sonny can't Dave? He was saucing him up. 1, 2. Step over, left foot across the 6. What we've been asking for all game on the left last game. Look at what Sonny does here. This is really terrific from Udoji initially as well, actually. He does really well in the build-up, actually, Udoji, I remember from the beginning of this goal. But great touch from him. Gives it out wide to Sonny. That's him and Sonny's goal there. Great run from Udoji, but Sonny here. Sauces trips up, left foot across the box. That's what we were asking for. Somebody to do exactly that right there.
This is what I'm saying, Jack. Your son's you're wasting 50% of what son can offer playing him through the middle. You know?
You know he even did those.
Saying, what a ball.
You know he even did those animations. He sizes up Trippier, past him.
Look, when it comes to forwards, just leave it to me. I'll sort the issues. Come on. Let's go.
Great goal. Great goal. Big dog Destiny. Spurs 1-0 up. But as we know, need to get more though. Cannot stop. Cannot see any complacency from Spurs. Cannot.
Yeah, spot on, lad.
No complacency, please. Keep it up. Go for the throats. Make it. I mean, they're already not wanting to play Newcastle. They're already trying to waste time. Let's make it so that they can't waste time.
Oh,
great win from Basuma.
Spot on. Here we go. Well, that's what I want to see from you, kid. That's more like it.
He's getting ganged up on here, though.
Yeah, bring 3 of them towards him. No Spurs player went over to help him. That's sad.
Yeah. Come on, we need Pedro. Pedro, can't let your man get ganged up on like that.
That was a ridiculous challenge.
Richie doing his best. Romero. I mean, he got jealous when Romero must have done that, so he had to do his own. Great goal, though, I must say, from Destiny and Sonny. That's just terrific work from both of them there. It really is.
We got to push on now. We've been here
Destiny
for the last
Udoji,
5 weeks.
getting it done for us.
5 weeks, we got to move
on. We don't deal with it.
No, it's gone through to Anthony Gordon.
Blocked by Basuma. Great block.
Great block.
What do you mean? He scores against us all the time.
Done. Stop this high-fiving crap. The job ain't done. Defend set piece.
He scores against us all the time, Gillinton.
Yeah, he's the only team we score against, lad.
Good
That's my
block from
problem.
Basuma.
He never scores unless it's us.
We did not deal with that cross well.
Why is Son marking the cells? What's going on?
Hey! Hey! Sir! Sir, you want to get close there? See what they're getting away with?
Big Rich with the clearance. Well done. Well done. Sit. Richarlison, great bloody header. That's it, Vic.
Oh,
That's it, Vic.
It's like cawing at them. Like a bird.
Quacking at them.
Yeah, it's like...
He's doing the pigeon. Someone call Heathrow. There's a flock of cockerels flying over London right now. Let's go.
Anybody smell a Richie goal? Anybody smell a Richie goal? I almost got to smell a Richie goal. It likely has to come in the air, though. I mean, he never scores with his feet, but I'm smelling a Richie goal.
Someone needs to call air traffic control, Jack. You know, there's a flock of cockerels flying. Here we go, Basuma. Let's go. Let's go and get a second. Killer instinct. That's it, Kulu. Brilliant ball into Sonny. Sonny back to Benjamin.
Tyler saying Udoji's on his bench. Oh, lovely bit of Pedro Porro. Kulu. Out wide
Look
to
at Richie. Look at Richie
Johnson.
And Sonny. Look at them. Look at them. Oh, my God.
Oh, Star!
No!
Oh, he mishits it.
Lost his lines.
Mishits it.
That's a better ball from Johnson. I do feel like, if I'm being critical, he could have looked for Richie and Son a lot sooner. But he
Lovely
still
from
found
Porro. So lovely from Porro. Yeah, he has Sonny and him.
There is where he has to swing that one touch.
It's a good ball, though, still.
Probably slow pass.
Oh, look at Sar throwing whoever that was to the ground. In frustration. He just throws Trippier to the ground in frustration after missing. It's great.
He's about to rugby tackle him.
I love it. I love all these late hits that we're putting on the Newcastle players. This does make me feel a lot better.
Leveler's lovely football so far. Spot on, Jacko. Let's go.
Finish your bloody dinner, says King
well
Hollow.
Done.
That's a good example of not finishing our dinner, though. It's another good example of it. Sar's miss. Sar, to be fair to him, has been missing the past few games, so I'm not going to say he's been exactly part of that crew, but it is on trend. It is on trend.
But how much more combative are we in the midfield with him, though? It's brilliant.
Oh, I think he's like most consistent player, I think, next to Pedro Porro, maybe, this season.
Where's Porro going? Why did he let Gordon take that down? It's poor.
Trippier.
Newcastle Trippier. Well done, Richie. Fuck me. What? Well done. He's your striker getting back there doing that. And plays past
Sonny.
Go on, Sonny. Go on. Oh,
jeez. I almost thought he pulled a hammy there, the way he was running.
Richie's having a bloody good game today.
I almost thought he pulled a hammy there, Dave, the way he was running.
Yeah. Do you know what? You know they're absolutely shattered when they're running and they're stumbling and trying to stay on their feet.
It's just
we
reminded me of the Van de Ven.
Another Spurs player done that. Adoji after Mahrez.
Reminded me of the Van de Ven run. Kulu, keep it in, man.
Ben. Good ball. Just over hit. What a start to the game by Spurs, though, Jack. But we've been here before, right? We have to go and kill this.
Yep. Not very different.
Do you think West Ham are conserving their energy?
It's hard to get too excited about it. It's hard to get too excited about it initially because we've been here before and we know that we like to start fast. We know that we like to grab that first goal. But let's take Newcastle out of this game here. Well done, Sar. Let's just, they've already started to waste time. They're already not liking the pace of it and how this game is going. Let's try to just take them out of it. Where if we get that second, like I said, their heads go down if we get that second. Newcastle.
Their heads go down, and we probably pile on.
If you dominate them 1-0 up, all teams can just find a way just to sort of still keep some sort of hope that they're going to get something from it. But if you don't take care of it, and if you don't grab the second, their heads aren't going to go down. Let's try to get them. Let's make it so that it's a long trip home.
Yeah, spot on, lad. Oh, no.
Bad giveaway
there. Poor giveaway by Johnson.
Oh, great save.
Oh, what a save by fucking Big. Johnson needs to wake up.
What a save. Terrible finish. Bad giveaway. Is that Johnson or Porro?
What's he doing? He's not even under pressure.
Johnson. It's Johnson.
Johnson, yeah, it was shocking. Just shot. He's not even under pressure there. Here we go.
Sonny.
Kulu.
Maybe think
Onto
about
Sonny.
one.
Good
Richie.
ball. Kulu goes on the overlap.
Oh,
Finds
Richie. Cheeky.
Richie fights Sonny. Oh!
Cheeky.
Corner kick. No, he's not offside. He's off.
How's he off?
How can Richie be off? He's pinning his man. He's pinning his man. What are they showing this one for? Lascelles will probably have to come off. That's why. We don't care how he got. You just shows that offside call.
Yeah.
Here's the
They're
goal
showing him,
again.
and they're showing him getting mixed.
Burst the pace, ball in.
Oh, yeah, you kind of let that go through, I guess. Bit of an Eric Dyer.
He'll have to come off. He's not fit. He picked up a knock at Everton and had to come off. Keep going at Lascelles now. He's injured.
I mean, what was that for then? He's staying on the pitch. Come on, lads.
Jack, I feel like I'm lagging again, so I'm going to log out, log back in, and send you in the link again.
That's okay. Well, you don't... I think you're fine right now.
Okay, grand. Here we go. Trippier. He's off, surely. Yeah. I'm running offside. Come on, Spurs. Kill this off before halftime. Get second. Eddie Howe looks like he's aged 10 years now. He's not winning. Great ball. Well done, Kulu.
Look at that strength.
Well done.
Holding up Lascelles. Like that
ball.
as well. Look at that strength.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Take that strength all day long. People just don't see that sort of thing.
Great ball by Sarr.
Porro.
Up to Johnson. Porro on the outside.
Porro
back into Sarr. Sarr driving forward. That's the attitude we need, kid.
Switch of play.
He's gone for another big switch of play.
It's not connecting with these switches of play.
Working.
Oh, but Doji wins it. Oh!
That'll do. Well done. He's in inspired form.
So close. Yeah, he's playing so well.
You get on with it. Well done. Nice and quick to Bissouma. Back to Sarr. Sonny, poor pass into Kulu. Don't foul him. Well done. Get it quickly. Keep the pressure on. Keep the foot on the gas. Foot on the neck. Whatever you want to call it.
Nice touch from Sonny.
Benji. Into Son. Don't start this shit again, lads. Go. Well done. Great ball out to Porronator. He's on the bike. To Johnson.
Lovely. Johnson. Porro. Sir! Kulu. And Pop.
What a take by Romero. Under pressure. Oh, that's unbelievable. And he flicks it back heel. Don't start getting carried away, Spurs. Let's go for the second.
Yeah,
Here we go. This is the shame shit that cost us last week.
Yeah. Giving it away now by Romero. Well done by Bissouma. Great win. Richie wins it back too. Everybody wants to get stuck in. Everybody wants to get stuck.
He's inspired for him today. He deserves a goal.
Oh, well, out wide to Sonny. Can Sonny take him on again? Skin him again, son. Skin him again, son. Skin him again. Oh, see you later.
Go on the outside.
Oh, no, Richie! Richie! We smelled the Richie! We smelled the Richie! We smelled it! It's the Richie!
Come on! Richie! I fucking told you play him down the middle. Let's go. Well done, Sonny.
Oh, the big fucking Rich. Get stuck in as well.
Get back in there and praise it. Come on.
Get stuck in as well, the big Rich. Come on, Richie. Shirt stays on.
Picks it up. Rich, absolutely does Trippier. Oh, goodbye, son. That's why we sold you.
Oh, left-footed finish as well. Oh, and this is what he does though, Dave, right? He has no fear in putting himself and just standing amongst 3-4 Newcastle players and just putting himself in there. Great positioning from Rich. Great finish. Sonny again. And please.
Near post, drops back. And that's exactly what I've been talking about, what we've been missing is that movement for the wingers.
Where did
Well
the
done,
narrative
Richie.
come from? Where did the narrative come from that Sonny cannot play on the left wing? I mean, he's absolutely, he's teaching, he's having to make Trippier have to go back to defending school. Like, he's absolutely ripping him apart here. Like, he really is. He's ripping him apart. And
Now
as
we know
well,
why we
Dave,
sold
like I
him.
said, the moment that Sonny had that ball, he put his head down and is immediately, licking his lips one-on-one with Trippier. Where did that narrative come from? Jesus Christ, he's ripping
Who wants to
Trippier
join mine
apart.
and Jack's pigeon party?
Oh, my Lord. I had a great red-faced pigeon dance, Dave. I had a great red-faced, field pigeon. Big Rich. I smelled the Richie goal, damn. If anybody, someone...
I said it to you before the game, Jack.
He's
gonna score.
I smelled it a bit late. I was smelling it mid-game, I wasn't smelling it early, like you were. I was smelling it mid-game. Richie
on the Kulu.
Kulu. Have a hit, man. Sonny.
Out to Sonny. Sonny, cut inside and
Get
have
your
one.
own, Sonny.
Yes.
Get your own, Sonny. Get your own. Oh, he's too
They
unselfish,
know
Dave.
exactly what he's going to do.
Poro.
5 of them coming at him there.
Yeah, they're reading it ahead of time. You're right. Poro.
Oh,
Sonny
Jack,
with these
welcome to
left-footed
the pigeon
crosses, though.
party.
2 left-footed crosses. And Richie, first time scoring with his feet in a Spurs shirt as well. At least in a long time. He scored with his feet as well. The big Rich. Oh, my Lord. Richie, long time coming, says Welsh Gal. Very long time coming. Needed him today. Big goal for Richie. Richie's first goal with his feet for us, says Bumpy Counter. How much is that worth? Is that worth 60 million? Involving his first goal with his feet. Here we are. Absolute legend. William McKenzie, sorry about earlier, my friend. I actually forgot about this. He's saying it's now the Pigeon Lane, but William McKenzie, he grabbed an elite membership earlier. William, absolute legend, and appreciate you, sir. Thank you for your support, my man. Been with us for a long time. And also just thanks for upgrading the membership as well, my man. Really do appreciate it. Sorry about not getting to that earlier. I think as I was about to bring that up, sort of the goal went in, or at least some sort of good attack happened. But the Pigeon Lane, indeed, sir. Oh, dangerous ball.
Cheers, we'll have to give Dermotron a ring after this game, Jack.
Johnson! Oh!
Yes! Oh, it's not given.
Ghost goal for Dave.
on.
Ghost goal for Dave.
Oh,
It was a ghost goal. Johnson,
that went
Dave.
in though, right?
No, it didn't.
Sarr with the win again. Oh, it didn't. I thought it did. Sarr with the challenge again. That's exactly what I said Sarr does. That's fucking beautiful.
Oh,
Why
off
did I
the
think that was in?
post. Off the post as well.
Sorry, everyone.
It was a ghost goal.
Everyone that's out there wondering about my blood pressure. I was in the doctors the other day and she said it's great, so don't worry about it.
Oh, my Lord. Richie. Oh, win that.
Oh,
There you go.
yes. He's off. Don't touch it. Well done. Kulu's
Kulu!
on. Kulu! We are absolutely balling out. Balling.
Oh, grab a third, boys. Come on. I'm feeling a Richie brace.
Oh, come on. Oh, there's no better time than Christmas and Tottenham winning. There really isn't.
The
You just
press
can't
from the
beat
front.
it.
The press from the front has also been a lot better today.
That's what Sarr does, man. When
Oh,
he brings
good
Sarr
ball.
in-
He must be off, though. I think he's
Smash him.
off.
Oh, no.
Oh, Romero misses. Davies
the ball
misses.
that
Feel like he
misses.
was off, though. Feel like he was off. Yep.
Yeah,
there we are.
about time. You're right, Jack. About 10 minutes later, the line or the ref called it.
I mean, Aston Villa deal with it on a regular basis. We don't have to deal with it as much. Oh, come on. Grab a third. Maybe Johnson had a chance. Adrian Chia saying, finally, 2-goal cushion. Son, my FPL captain. Love that, Adrian Chia. 2 assists for Sonny. He's taken a very unselfish role today, my man. And I just think he's absolutely destroying. It was funny how often you just sort of saw that, on Twitter or whatever, just everybody saying Sonny can't play on the left anymore. I'm just like, when did that sort of come about? Like, I just don't really get it. I mean, whatever
Jack.
it may, I mean, maybe Trippier is just having another bad day at the office. Might have to see it more against other opponents, but like Sonny's absolutely doing what we were asking all of last game, was just take on your man, take it down the byline, cut inside. Don't do the same thing
Here we go
every
again.
time. And look at the pace here. He's absolutely outrunning everybody.
Kulu.
Look at
He's
the
got Kulu with
pace.
him. Use him. Kulu!
Kulu!
Yeah!
Richie! How does he miss?
Oh, man.
How does he
Oh,
miss?
so close to a third.
He's getting, Richie brace. The Richie brace.
How did Kulu not score? But Jack, you know what? Like, this
He's
is
just,
the team.
Dave, look at the burners he puts on here.
Yeah.
He just leaves them all in the dust. That's running with the ball as well. They're chasing after him full speed. He hasn't lost any pace either, Sonny.
Oh, Kulu tried not to be selfish. He should have went for the shot there.
I mean, even if he has lost pace, that's scary to think of. Because, I mean, geez, he's outrunning. He's leaving Joe Linton in the dust.
But Jack, this is what I said. You know, you'd be surprised the reaction I got in my predicted lineup in the build-up. I spoke. I said, you know, I want to push Richie. Richie! I said I want to put Richarlison in the middle because the wingers, the reason why they're all cutting inside is because they don't have a presence in there. And I said I also think that Son's being wasted down the middle. He's much more productive for us out left. And you'd be surprised the amount of people that sort of said, Dave, you haven't a clue. There's no balance. You don't know what you're talking about. Doubt me now. Doubt me fucking now is what I would say. Look, Sonny can play on the left. Richie gives us that option in the box for people to hit. You even look at Richarlison's goal. He initially made one run and then made another run to get on the back of it. And that's exactly what I've been talking about. I'm absolutely buzzing. Son is absolutely destroying Trippier. Now they're resorting to fouling. Give me yellow, Red. Give me yellow.
Steve D saying, look at Sonny's face on that run.
Until after Christmas.
Steve D saying, look at Sonny's face on that run. He bust an absolute gut. Yeah, I mean, I was just sort of, as I was already complimenting him, like he didn't even fall victim to the commentator's curse. Like he all of a sudden, just said, I'll show you, I have the pace as well. Oh, bad giveaway and bad clearance. Spurs have to get back. Oh my Lord, he wins that as well. He wins that as well. Oh, and he sees you later, Gordon. Sees you later. Oh, what a touch from Johnson.
God, Johnson into Richie.
Oh, Richie. What a touch from Johnson.
What play by Sarr.
The fact that he even won that. I mean, it's already credit to close that down, right? To close that down and make it, where you're not giving Gordon that space is already incredible. But then to win it off of him, I mean, geez, man. What a beast. Sarr is absolute workhorse.
Oh, if Richie gets a second, I'm going to have to ring Dermo live on air. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like Dermot didn't want Richie to score.
He didn't want him to play.
Because when I said maybe Richie could score today, he made a grimacing face. He didn't want Richie to score.
I knew he was going to play. I knew he was going to score. I just knew it. I even played the Richie song before we came on live. Do what do.
Ballin'.
Check the Chelsea to play in lily white and blue. Do what do. Looks good. Looks fine.
Come
on, Richie.
Corner to Newcastle.
Just defend this. Don't
3 minutes out of time
all
as well.
The good work you've done. Do not let Trippier deliver this. Joe Linton, go away.
Newcastle even time wasting from a corner. Richie misses the clearance, sort of. Sonny also goes for a pass instead of clearing it.
Woo! This is an exciting game. Heart's beating 1,000 miles per minute.
Dreadlock 74 is saying we're going to miss Sarr in January big time. Yeah, that's a very good point, right? That's sometimes, again, he gets so unmentioned sometimes with the players that, we're missing or some of the injuries or whatever. I mean, he would be mentioned, but you just sort of list him, right? You wouldn't actually, mention the impact as much. But he's seriously probably, again, 1,000 times I'll say it, next to Pedro Porro, one of the most consistent players we've had actually this season.
Yeah.
His levels just don't dip. His levels don't dip.
Oh, by the way, Jack, just we reached 13K there today as well. So
wow.
Just quickly, a massive thank you to everybody out there, who's been supporting us on our journey along our way. A number that I never thought was ever reachable. So I really do appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much for everything you do for myself and Jack. You've no idea, not only through YouTube, but, in life, genuinely, you give me something to get out of bed for and stuff like that. So I appreciate it.
Just a bit of all Rom sauce, as you were saying that as well. Rom nutmeg. A Rom nutmeg, as you were saying that. Can we get a Rom bomb with it? Oh, lovely
He's
pass.
saucy.
Kulu.
Kulu.
Richie.
Corner. Too much to
Halftime.
ask. Halftime.
Halftime. Oh, you can't really. It's just everything we were seeing in the West Ham game, just with end product this time, and also too more presence in the penalty area, far more sort of dangerous chances. I think there was pure domination in that West Ham game, and some of the most scintillating football I'd ever seen, but no end product with it. Finally, some end product. Richie smelled the goal mid-game. You smelled the goal early. He got his goal, first goal with his feet. Sonny showing everybody that, in fact, he can play on the wing. He's absolutely given Trippier a terrible time and making it probably not as great of a welcoming back to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, one of our own. He's tearing him apart here. He's licking his lips, Sonny, every single time that he picks up that ball. He's even still showing he's got pace to burn, almost looking as fast as Johnson is on those wings. And then Pop Matasar also as well, probably the legs in midfield that we've realized maybe we've been missing. But any sort of kind of quick summaries on the game, Dave, and see what people have to say. But I mean, terrific performance, I must say, for Spurs in general. Maybe certain things to pick out that we could do better, but we did exactly what we wanted. We put ourselves ahead and got that second, and got that distance between ourselves and Newcastle, forced this to be a much harder game for them, which is exactly what we were asking for.
No, look, 100%, Jack. I think, most Spurs fans will be happy out there today. Look, I wanted Ange Postecoglou to make a bold change in the forward line. I wanted Richarlison to go down the middle to provide us that presence in the box. I wanted Sonny to go out left because I feel like, Sonny's been wasted down the middle, especially in terms of creativity-wise. And Ange Postecoglou made that big change today. I wasn't expecting to put Kulu into the middle, which has also been a massive triumph, by the way, today. But I wasn't expecting him to make that change. But he's made some big calls up in the forward line, Most managers wouldn't have dared take Sonny out of the middle and put him out on the left. They wouldn't have had the bollocks to do it. So fair play to Ange Postecoglou, and it's absolutely worked the triumph. Papa Matasar has been absolutely incredible as well. So glad to have him back. I spoke before the game about the counter-attacks. He helps us reduce the amount of times and how effective they are. We've seen that there. That tackle that led to Johnson's chance. That's just reading the game and having a bit of hunger to get there. Defending there just before the half, getting back to that right back slot, picking up the ball, taking players on and passing it out. I mean, we've absolutely missed him. The kid's all-round game is absolutely incredible. I wonder, does that now spend the L for Lo Celso? Very well could. But Jack, if we don't win today, we're in danger of cutting ourselves off from top four. It's imperative we get ourselves over the line now in this game. 2-0 up. Let's be honest, Newcastle are more than capable to come out and score 2 or 3 goals. They banged 6 against us last season. Under Pochettino, when we went up there, they scored 5 against us as well. So these Newcastle do have a record of scoring goals against us. Now we cannot take our foot off the gas. If we are mentally scarred from what happened to us at their place last season, we will absolutely put our foot on the gas and go and take them. They've got AC Milan midweek. They don't want this. Their eyes are on the AC Milan game. Now it's up to us to get some retribution. So let's be the Punishers. Let's go out there and do it.
Let's be the Punishers. I love that. Absolutely right. Dark Sun G saying, this is why I'm happy that Richie and Sar started today. Richie proved Dave right in sort of that presence that you need in games like this. I mean, I just have gone, the Richie runs, Dave. Like, I probably, maybe thanks to Richie, I'm in much better shape. But at the end of the day, I've lost so much inspiration on sometimes those Richie runs. I haven't busted out the Richie kit in so long. I started losing faith in him, Dark Sun G. And you were one, I must say, too, Dark Sun G, that's always, kind of been rooting for Richie, wanted him to kind of be that, guy that I guess it's taken him a while to sort of do, or I don't even know yet. But today he's stepped up and he's done exactly what we asked him, been needing him to do, and he's been the presence in that penalty area and just the striker in general that we've needed in maybe recent games. He's also had all right hold-up play for the most part. He's playing some nice. He's playing some nice passes. His sort of physical presence is too much for some of those Newcastle players. Like, he's not easy to push around. He presses. I mean, even when he's playing terribly, we know that he presses really well. And then Pop Matasar is more of just he's not a divisive player, unlike Richarlison, Dark Sun G. You have to like Pop Matasar. There's nobody in the world that couldn't like that kid. He's unbelievable. And he's showing us once again what we've been missing and how crucial he is actually to this team. And the fact that, in games when we've been needing a bit more legs or just a bit more energy and urgency throughout the team and everything like that, he's provided it in this game. And sort of like with Richarlison, kind of reminding us maybe what we've been missing in recent games. Anything you say to Darkson G on that one, Dave?
Yeah, look, it's one thing scoring a goal, but, which is hopefully do his confidence the world of good now, and there's going to be a good patch of games for him, I predict, through the middle with Son on the left if we keep looking this devastating. But it's the all-round game. It's the hold-up play, the layoffs, passing it on to people. How many times over the last year and a half have we seen it bounce off him? Heavy touches, sloppiness. That's not in his game today, and I did say, put him up there, last opportunity, and he's grabbed that. Also, before the watch along, I read out the words that Ange Postecoglou said about him, and I felt like when I read them words, Ange Postecoglou also maybe was giving him one last opportunity. He's took it today, but he has to go out there and do it in the second half. Good 45, but at Tottenham, they ain't good enough. We need it for 90. So let's go, Richie.
Need it for 90. Absolutely love that. George Kadara saying a great half. So is Level Earth. King Hoddle saying best first half of the season. Interesting. Skunkwork saying how can a snowplow like Romero have a nickname like Cootie? Mark New saying halftime 2-0. I'll take it so far, but we're going to put them to the sword in the second half. Jim, just a guy who loves Spurs, saying what a great first half. Could be 6. I mean, that's asking for a lot of goals there, Jimbo. I like your attention to maybe the chances missed, though. Jimbo's probably tallying up, the chances missed. He's realizing it could be more. Peter M saying great first half. Neil Shafton, more shots on target and get a quick one to start the second, and that can pretty much ice this game. Do not sit back and play conventional. King Hoddle, take a bow. Udoji, take a bow. Sar, and take a bow. Sonny, and then Martin Knightsbridge. Big up to Martin Knightsbridge. Well done on the 13K, boys. You deserve it. Martin, I would love to celebrate 13K over in Spain with you, my friend, and you and I can pop open a beer with Dave and get Dave, a nice cool Coke on the rocks. Maybe let him break his good behavior on the diet, maybe rock out some chorizo, some good sort of Spanish kind of whatever, paella. I'm not sure if Dave's into the paella, it's got too much fish in there. But Dave could get like a meatier paella, a little chorizo instead of the shrimp. But thank you, Martin, and appreciate you as well as so many people that have been with us, whether just recently or been with us for a long, long time. And there are plenty of people as well that, of course, are, like I say, kind of the Mount Rushmore sort of heads, where they've been here even longer than I have actually on this channel, and have been there since the original days of Dave on his phone and everything like that. So really do appreciate you and everyone. But Dave, what would you have in your paella with Martin to celebrate the 13K? And also,
look, I'd have it as the Spanish have it. I'm a man of culture, Jack. A man of culture, so I'd have it the way they'd have it. But yeah, you bring up starting all this out on the phone, absolutely madness. Jesus Christ, we've been through some highs and lows since then. Absolutely madness. But appreciate that, Martin. And look, everybody out there, I'm not going to go into it too much because I'm a soppy idiot. But really appreciate everything you guys do for us. You have no idea really how much it means. I could never express it properly with the right words. So thank you, everyone. But look, let's keep going on talking about the game.
Yeah, we still got a game to win here, everybody. Israel Uncovered, 23 months. Thank you, sir. Fan show member for 23 months as well. That's 2 whole years. Great performance so far. We owe them a tonking. Let's go and get the 3rd and 4th. Big up, David and Jack, top lads. Big up, everyone. Come on, you Spurs. Amir, we love you, my man. Really do appreciate your support to the channel, just in fact with being a member, but you've also helped us out on so many different shows. Just a nice guy around the community as well, my man. So we really do appreciate you, sir. Dave, have you heard that? Give them a tonking.
Yeah, just an absolute smashing, tanking, beating, bruising, whatever you wanted to say it as, Jack. But it has to happen. Not only do we need to give them the humiliation they suffered on us last year, but if they want to double down and prove to everybody that Ange is the right man, despite the media maybe raising questions over the next few weeks, we go out there and give them an absolute tonking, just like Amir has said, Jack, and take the pressure off the manager altogether. Big win here today. We changed the narrative completely.
Yeah, change the narrative all of a sudden. But that just shows how ridiculous it is, based off of the recency of results and everything like that, where Spurs, I think, have actually been playing this way I mean, I think you're right and been shown right, with the striker presence for sure. But Spurs have had dominating first halves like this, for a lot of games. It's just not had that sort of punch to it where we end up actually getting, that distance, between ourselves and our opponent. And also giving ourselves the goals that we should be getting from our good hard work going forward. But today we've finally done it and we've gotten over the line and we pushed harder to get that second. Where other games, did we even push harder to get the second? No, it kind of felt like we just sort of went in a factory mode and just sort of expected the second goal to go in and never would. Big up to Amir again. Really do appreciate your support, sir. Iceman, good to see you in the house. Always good to see you, sir, as well as Colin Tonner. What a first half, Big Ann, just showing that killer instinct about effing time. Good to see that, Iceman. Jerome saying, absolutely beautiful, just amazing. However, we need to be more clinical and end the game. Still need to be more clinical. He's right, Dave. We got the second, and that's what we're giving them credit for and, complimenting them for. But he's right. We still end up missing some easier chances than maybe other teams, miss. Like you look, other teams that maybe were given these sort of chances in front of goals would probably be more clinical than what we are. We don't have a clinical edge to us still.
No, we don't. And that has to change. But today we have the opportunity again to go and change that, At the end of the day, every time they're out on the pitch, is an opportunity to change all the doubters' minds, change all the questions raised about you. And it's up to them today. Like, look, Brennan Johnson, as good as we've been, and he's had some lovely moments in terms of the build-up play. But that final third, he's just still hasn't got it. There was 2 crosses there, absolutely dreadful. At one of them, the first one, I mean, there's more Spurs players in the box than Newcastle players, and he overhit every single one of them. The second one, he just needs to take a touch, slow it down a second, and he's too quick. Look, if he can come to the party and we have a threat across all 3 sides, because both goals have come down Sunny side. If we have a threat all the way across the front 3, you will see us be more clinical, 4, 5, 6. But look, hopefully, that half would breed a lot more confidence into them. Kulu also looks hungry and wants to get on the score sheet as well by the look of him. So I've no doubt we could go out into this half and be clinical. But again, it comes down to whether they're hungry or not. Like I keep saying, hungry dogs run faster, Jack. 2-0 is the most dangerous scoreline in football. It's one of them. You can easily take your foot off the gas. And you know what's happening in the other dressing room. They're getting rollicked right now. They're getting revved up. So it's about us coming out with the right attitude at the start of the half and making sure that they have no hope. Put the foot on the throat, keep the pedal to the metal, and absolutely go up 4, 5, 6, bish, bosh, bash. I'm having magpie for tea. Eat that. Enjoy yourselves.
Oh, Dave, absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. And just because I have the live chat up and I am seeing it, Iceman, just quickly, just what am I trying to say? Best of luck to your son, my man. He's saying his son is actually about to have his pro trial with a USA team, actually, and he could turn pro if it goes well. So really massive. I just saw that at the bottom of the chat, and I probably will forget about it. So before I forget about it, massive good luck to him and best of wishes, and just really appreciate you, Iceman, as well as so many others joining us today. G&D saying, let son cook. Yeah, definitely let him cook. And King Hoddle saying, Davies has been good. I think Davies, once again, is avoiding actually our attention. He's been avoiding our sort of our usual sort of mantra against him. Not saying it's ever going to go away, but right now he's in a good patch of form, and he's been good on the ball, as well as had probably one of the best defensive moments I've seen in a few games, actually. That was really terrific. Dark Sun G says, Richie does look better after his surgery. More, please. I sort of shot that down, I think. Maybe Dark Sun G is reminding me of that here, or at least he's just sort of suggesting, when you maybe brought that up to me, Dave, right? I was like, I feel like he's had 2 surgeries at Spurs where he was supposed to come back a better player. Are you seeing something different about Richie today? Is there something different about his game in general, or is he just, finally getting the good luck that maybe he's never had?
I'll be honest, Jack. When we were watching Richie before, he looked constantly angry. He looked like his mind was elsewhere. Today, his mind is on the game. You can see that. And I think that's the big difference, whether he was going through that, it was constantly, you know, on his mind, which I've been there, you know, I've been there playing Gaelic football. You know, sometimes you're out there in the pissing cold hailstone, you're freezing cold and you're stinging because of some of the challenges that have gone in you and stuff like that. And it does affect your game. It's constantly on your mind. Plus some of the other stuff he had going on behind the scenes. Hopefully now that's all sorted and we can see the real Richarlison, and hopefully he can go on and be that player because, look, I've seen a great comment that Tottenham are only a Harry Kane away from challenging the Premier League. But in effect, we're just a striker away from challenging for the Premier League. It's all we need. Someone that's going to bag you 20-odd goals a season. If we had that striker over the last few games, we wouldn't be in this rut. But now it's up to the players to dig us out. But he is moving a lot more freer, and it looks like his mind is free. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, definitely. We're about to get kicked off here, everybody, and we're going to get as well to the other super chats, as well as Adrian Chia saying, anyone going to talk about Ben Davies saving our skin? Should have probably got more mentions for that, Adrian Chia. You're absolutely right. And we did just say there, right? He's avoided our attention today, at least so far. And he really did have, like, I tried to, give him credit for one of the best defensive sort of individual moments I've seen from us in the past few games. Really good moment, though, already from Spurs, getting the ball whipped in. Johnson on a much better start. Big up Adrian Chia. I'm sorry I didn't get to that sooner, my man, and I will maybe try to remember that for later when we look back on this game in general. It really saved us a goal. Yeah.
I just want to say quickly, look, I've been very critical of Davies in the past, and rightly so. I criticize players on their performances. But that tackle he made at that was actually easier to put in the net than it was to keep it away from the goal. Absolutely credit to him. That was absolutely ass-saving, because if that went in, it's a different game today.
Yeah, it's absolutely spot on. And then as well, Al Ben saying, our season is if we do not score, we cannot shut teams out. So we have to take at least half of the many chances we get each game, and we will start winning games. He's right in the sense that the defense we know, and also maybe even the manner in which we try to play, we're never going to get sort of, a lot of clean sheets or anything like that. So it is up to also the forwards to do their end of the game and bury their chances, right?
Yeah, 100% it is. 100% it is. But the reason why I bang on about clean sheets is because we haven't kept them over the last few years. We were scoring goals. We always score goals at Tottenham. We always have done. For my whole time supporting Tottenham, we've always scored goals. The biggest problem is being able to keep them out at the other end. That's why I bang on about it so much. But, of course, the forwards have to come to the party. What I don't like is that the one game the forward line doesn't come to the party, they get absolutely smashed out of it and ridiculed. And it's sort of like, they come to the party every single week, most weeks, That's why I more like put my attention on the back line. But I do understand what Alban is saying. Of course, to get results on the board, everyone has to come to party. Goalkeeper, defense, midfield, and forward line.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Just quickly, Newcastle have a decent chance here down the wing. Alban, though, I would really good pressure from Kulusevski here. Alban, I would really like us to take more of our chances, because it mean we could have more 4-0s and 5-0s.
Yeah.
Instead of having
it'd be a lot more relaxing.
It'd be a lot more relaxing, with all of this. Top of the box, Sonny could have been fouled there, but misses that. Or good win from Sarr. Play him, Johnson.
Well done.
Kulu. Oh, good touch from Cher.
Oh, Sarr creeping up again for it.
Yeah, he just covers so much ground. Destiny
Newcastle on the
Udogie,
attack.
good block.
Well
good block on
Udogie.
Trippier. Great block on Trippier.
Big dog.
Big up to Hennessy. Haven't said your name in a while. Hopefully you're keeping well, sir. Just see that below. And also Wemberley as well. Really kind of you as well. And really nice words from you, sir. Martin Knightsbridge saying, yes, boys, Irish Hotspur tour in España. Yes, would love that. And
do you know what, Jack? We have to make that happen.
Oh, it's a great... I've never been to Spain, but I know it has my sort of weather. My sort of weather, Martin. And also, I do enjoy a bit of chorizo, like, some of the Spanish beers.
No, you'd enjoy it out there, Jack. Spain's nice to go away on holidays. We used to go to France all the time as a kid. My dad used to bring us camping and that over there. But, we...
Back post,
the missus,
good clearance.
We go to Spain. Very nice place. Big up, Martin. We'll definitely try and make that happen, my man.
And then Jefferman... or Jeff saying, Son still got it on the left. Get a top striker and we start cooking. just a moment here, Jeffrey, but
Yeah.
completely agree with him.
Exactly.
Sonny's been cooking today. Look at him even bursting again, along to get here. Come on, Kulu, so many runs. Sika Johnson. Johnson back to, handball, maybe?
They're calling for it.
Maybe could have done better there.
But you're absolutely spot on, my man, Jeff. Jeff, what's his name? Jeff from spot on. I think we're a 30-goal season striker, 20-goal season striker, away. Obviously, look, we need a centre back up there, this, that, and the other. But a striker would massively help us. And it actually has killed these games off, killed these teams off. You're spot on, Jefferson. Big up, my man.
Johnson! Oh, he's had a much better start to this half.
Johnson! Yeah, much better start. And
He's
then
still
also
not connecting
big up,
with
Hennessy's gifted out 5 memberships. Yeah. Absolute legend.
Yeah. Big up, Hennessy. Really do appreciate it.
Out too. Jazzy Fusion. Jazzy, my man. Be great to speak to you. Make sure you make use of it. Panda as well. Big yourself up. Make sure you thank Hennessy as well. Adnan Estuzen offered a membership, gifted a membership as well. And also Paddy Harnett and Kevin Ferguson. So guys, be great to use that. Come and speak to us on fan shows. Get involved in our community section. But most importantly, make sure you big up the generosity of Hennessy and thank him as well. Such a nice thing to do. Season of giving. Really nice thing to do, Hennessy. Appreciate that, brother. And hopefully you're keeping well. Hopefully college is going well for you, by the way.
Really generous of you, Hennessy. Really generous of you, my man. Really appreciate you, sir. Absolute legend. Miss you, miss having conversations with you. Even, the few that we've had, I thought you were really great on our shows. So anytime that you have really some free time, anytime you have some free time, feel free to come on. Just text Dave or, myself or message one of us. We'd love to have you on, sir. Big up, my man.
Big up, Hennessy. It's Newcastle with the free kick. Trippier delivers it in. Oh, the header has gone all the way across. Thank God for that. I'm looking for a free out. Yes, and we get it, do we? No, throw into Newcastle.
Really appreciate you, Hennessy. Really appreciate you, Jeff. Thank you, Alban, earlier as well. Adrian Chia. Sorry that we didn't get to it quickly enough.
Daxon G, Martin Knightsbridge, absolute legends, all of you. Thank you so much. Really means a lot. And everyone, thank you. 13K would never have been in my wildest dreams and Jacko. So thank you, everybody. Let's park it till the end and hopefully we get over the line today. That's all that matters. 13K means nothing if we don't win.
Back post, Vic!
Another ball in. Sports back post, scored in.
Oh, Vic, I need you there. Oh.
Living semi-dangerously back.
Tottenham teacher saying, may I join? I got a free February. Yeah, Tottenham teacher. Good to see you in the house. Really appreciate you, my man. Anybody in the Harris Army can join the Spain tour, my man. Anybody.
We'll let you know when it's happening. If people want to meet us out there, be my guest. You can have an Irish Hotspur on tour. That'd be mad, wouldn't it?
Do not sit on this lead, says...
if we time it right, we'd be able to do the first game of the season out there and do a big watch-along together.
That's depending on Spurs get a bit of Europe. That'd be fun. Destiny. He's got to take care of Trippier. Get rid of that. Thank you, Ben. Well done, Ben Davies. Good clearance as well.
He's fucking brilliant today.
Romero down.
It's not good. Get up.
What's happened there?
He's just shithousing.
Tyler saying we got to wake up.
Yeah. If Newcastle get one, they're back in it, and they're probably going to get a second because the adrenaline, they'll be pumped up. And it's hard to get out of a slump like that.
Dan Coys, that's hilarious. You must have saw my Twitter post. That's very funny, Dan.
Well, big up, Dan.
Big up, Dan Coys. Good to see you in the house. Not sure if we said your name either today. Big up, Dan Coys.
Come on, Spurs. Just deal with this.
Cleared away. Well done, Davies. Good clearance.
Well done, Kulu. Smash him, Richie.
Oh, good win. Great win. Oh, Bruno Guimaraes getting stuck in.
Oh, unlucky.
Oh, he got stuck in there. If he didn't get,
Sar's been brilliant today. If he carries this on, he's going up for man of the match alongside Son and Richie.
He caught Bruno by surprise.
Oh, it's 2-footed. It's 2-footed, I will say that. Seen them giving.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
oh, yeah.
He
gets away with it. I must say, he gets away with it where Romero doesn't.
Yeah.
Bruno G's had like a few of these. He's had a few of these this season where he just gets away with those. And I don't know how he's a lucky boy.
We need to get control of the ball. Newcastle having way too much possession for my liking here.
Yeah, Tyler said that. We're giving the ball away more. We're giving the ball away more.
We're not getting anything off the officials either. Absolutely nothing. They've been told at half-time, can't have this. Go on, Sar.
Come on, Sar.
Davies. Into Sonny.
Davies. Good
Davies.
pass.
Good ball. Oh,
Kulu
well done.
backing up.
Does you picks it up. Give it the base.
Lovely lads.
Well done.
Well done, Basuma.
It's more like it.
There you go, Romero into Kulu.
Okay. Oh, look at Johnson.
Kulu into Pedro. Whip it across. Oh,
just taking off
Sar.
Sar.
Basuma. His shooting is terrible. I've got to be honest. His shooting can be pretty terrible sometimes, Basuma. I feel like I used to see him hit some bangers sometimes for Brighton. It's on target, I guess. Terrible is a harsh word. I take that back, but he's missed a lot of chances, I think, this season where he could have had a much better effort. Probably being harsh. Big up Daniel Larson, member for 19 months as well. And he's saying, congrats on the 13K subs, guys. Much deserved. Legends. You're a legend, Daniel. Thank you for being with us for 19 months. I love talking to you, and I miss talking to you, my man. I feel like we haven't seen you on the fan channel in a little bit, so I hope life is all right. Hopefully your job is, not too stressful or anything
chefing
like
away.
that. I know you work. Yeah, you're chefing away. I know you work hard and everything like that. And hopefully you don't have too many guys, giving you a rough time at work, because I know you got a lot of football fans at work as well. So big up to you, Daniel. Hopefully you're all right, man. Big up to you,
I have to say, that Christmas lunch he cooked the other day looked absolutely unbelievable.
He's love you, Daniel. Absolute legend. Been with us a long time, man.
Yeah. Big up, Daniel. Make sure you get on a fan show soon again. Caught dropping a bit deeper here. Well done, Johnson. Well done, Basuma. Well done, Richie.
Come on, Johnson. Put on the burners.
You got Kulu with you.
Kulu.
Great ball.
God, Kulu is everywhere tonight as well.
Yeah, he's been brilliant.
There he is.
Oh, well done. He can't be outside from a throw. Great move. He's a machine.
What a Meg. So much composure there on that Meg. Oh, have a hit, man. Kulu. Not a great run from Richie. Not a great run there. I feel like he could have had a hit, though. He had the space. Great shove from Rich.
I think Richie was trying to move to open up that space for Kulu, and Kulu passed it, thinking he wanted a 1-2. Newcastle are out, though, over the far side. Great ball to Trippier. Got Almiron bursting and got on the outside.
Oh, yep. Almiron, Joe Linton.
On to Bruno. Close him down. Well done.
Well done by Potmatch Sar. Good closing down. Got to get that third, says Dreadlock. I completely agree. Come on.
Yeah.
Ooh, they play through us here, though. Back post. Isak. Well done, Johnson.
Did he win that? Yeah. Well done, Johnson.
Good recovery from Johnson there. Good helping.
We do need to get that third. If they score that first, just fear for us. Come on, Spurs. Big up, Steve D. Well done, lads, on 13K. Well deserved. Big up, Stevie D, my man. Absolute legend. Really appreciate the kind words, lad. Yeah, look, I really appreciate it. I don't know what to say. I never thought, we go 3-on-1. That's a foul. That's a yellow card.
That's a terrible foul.
That's a yellow card. It's not a red.
That's almost a red. It's there wasn't a man back. That's a red. There wasn't an extra guy back.
Son's got two
That's
runners.
a terrible foul. Damn it. That was a goal there, actually. That was a goal.
Yeah. Big up, Steve D, my man. Like I said, much respect. Even though we don't agree on some things, we still talk about it and still debate and stuff like that. And you still tune in and everything else. Absolute big respect, Steve D. Appreciate it, brother.
Really
At least we get along now, Steve D. We agree on a lot of things.
It's always
now,
good crack.
Good.
It's always good crack with Steve D. Really appreciate you, my man. I love disagreeing with Steve D. I love having a good time with Steve D. Really appreciate you, my man.
He's gone from my nemesis to my brethren. Here we go. Great football.
Love you, Steve.
Poro, great
what
ball
a
for
ball.
Richie.
What a ball.
Richie, one touch.
Richie.
Richie!
It's a brace! It's the Rich! It's the brace from the Rich! Oh! Oh my Lord! Oh my Lord!
What an assist by Pedro Porro, by the way.
Oh my Lord!
Let's have a look at this again. Come on. Pigeon with me, Richie.
Never thought I'd see it. Never thought I'd see it in my eyes. Richie Brace.
Unbelievable.
Both with his feet.
Yes. Come on. What a ball by Porro. Look at this. This travels at least 40, 50 yards. Over the top. Straight to Richie's feet. Great first touch. Has the composure to finish it as well. Unbelievable.
Oh, come on, Rich. That's 3-0. What a... it's a shocker of a touch as well. Oh, terrible first touch. Catches everybody off guard. Meg's the keeper. It's the bit of luck, though, that he's been needing, right? He's had these moments where he has ones like that, but he almost does hit it just like that. But then the keeper makes the save or something happens. He's getting the good luck that he's deserved. Because in a lot of times he's been really unlucky, right? Where he actually has had like a decent effort or does have a decent finish, but it just sails just wide or hits off the post or hits off the bar. I mean, he's got the good luck that he's deserved, and he's so hardworking he's so hardworking in the press. He turns the ball over for us, and he's had a great performance today. Big up, Rich. Come on. 3-0.
He looks good, looks fine. Tottenham's number
Richie's
9.
on fire. Your defense is terrified. Oh, Richie's on fire. Your defense is terrified. Oh, Richie's on fire. Pooh.
Oh, we should have went Richie.
Oh, come on, Richie. Even if you hate him, it's the day of Richie. It's the day of celebration. It's the day of the big Rich.
He sucked you right back in.
Can he grab a hattie? I love it.
Kulu
slips in Johnson! And so it's got to be in. Wasn't that in?
No, how's it got over the line?
Oh, I had a ghost goal moment as well. I've also had a ghost goal moment.
So close. We are absolutely
I've had a ghost goal.
Tell me you are not entertained.
Oh, Dave, we both had ghost goals today. Oh, my Lord. I thought that was in.
You have one.
Johnson.
Rich. Kulu. Everyone's having a go.
Richie! Oh, Sonny! Sonny! The one person you do want. The one person you do want for that one as well. One person who could pull off that finish. Oh, my Lord.
Fucking hell, what a game.
Spurs opening up the floodgates. If we grab a fourth or a fifth. If we grab a fourth or a fifth, that is the payback we've needed as well for what they've done to us. Come on, let's keep going for more. Oh, my Lord. That's not in. How is that not in? Oh, my. Looked like it was on the inside of the post. It was on the inside of the post. Inside of the post. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord.
Shot with the super chat says Pigeon Party next out. Now play Donny. Absolutely. Let's get on the pitch.
Get your necks out. Start stretching the necks, everybody. Start doing your neck exercises. You got to start doing some pigeon dances. Got to start doing some pruing. Need to get ready for it. Need to get your necks out, everybody. Stretch them out. You don't want to strain your neck doing a pigeon dance. Got to be careful. Start doing some neck exercises because we might need to do another. Richie's on a hat trick. He's on a hat trick right now.
Oh, it's great to see.
And now
It's great
Play
to see.
Donley
But
says he
Shawnee, if
wants
we
the
get
Don
fourth-
Bomb.
Yeah, if we get a fourth, Jack, you know, there's no reason why him and Dorrington both can't come on. You know, that'd be absolutely ace. I'd love to see him get on again. Absolutely love it. He deserves it. But big up, Shawnee. Definitely welcome to the Pigeon Party, my man. And then we have
D
Steve
saying,
D.
I'm
I'm emotional. We so deserve this win.
This has been a long due coming, but I agree with what Dave said at one stage today. Like, I think very early on in the day, Steve D, where, you know, some would say we've been unlucky in recent performances. Dave sort of was like, well, I mean, we kind of did it to ourselves, right? And I'd actually agree with that when it comes to some of the defending and maybe recent moments, or, you know, also as well, our, you know, lack of clinical edge and finishing. And, you know, we deserve this, but we've also, you know, finally shown a bit more conviction to just keep pushing, keep grabbing more goals. Dominating 1-0 up isn't enough. You have to go for the throat. It's the Premier League. You have to give yourself some distance between you and the other side, and then you can maybe start to relax. Then maybe you can take your foot off the gas a little bit once you're 3-0 up, 4-0 up, but we haven't been doing that enough this season, and we do deserve this because we have been dominating teams, but this feels good, Steve D. I am emotional seeing Richie do this. This is something I thought I'd never see in front of my eyes ever again. Never thought I'd see Richie score ever again in a Spurs kit. Especially after the miss he had against West Ham. Especially the miss he had against West Ham. I thought he was just cursed. Oh, sorry, what a turnover.
Steve D, this is the Jacko. This is the magic of the festive period. Here we go.
On.
We're breaking again.
Another chance here. Find Johnson.
Oh, Kulu.
Behind him.
This Johnson, wrong option completely.
It's behind him as well.
It's breaking down now anyway.
Oh, lovely. Pedro, have a hit. Pedro!
Oh, lucky by Pedro.
Cheeky.
Nice to think the keeper.
Oh, you cheeky devil.
What I'd say to you, my man, is we play the way we want to with Big Ange Postecoglou. I'm loving Big Ange instead. Come on, my man. Big up, Stevie D. And then Jack, Adrian Chia says the Pedro Express spot on delivery once more. Jack, we sent out warnings last year. He delivers UK wide. Unlucky by Kulu. But Jack, we told people last year, even when they were getting on his back, give the guy patience. He delivers UK wide, not in return.
I mean, it was when I even watched his highlight package over at Sporting. I was like, Jesus, this man's got a delicious. Oh, well done, Vic. I was like, this guy's got a delicious, cross on him, right? And I think from the moment that he even came in here, some of the passes he was making, some of those balls over the top that he plays to Sonny from last season and from this season, I was like, geez, it's just laser pointed to people's feet. You know, you can't even complain at all, about even the spin is perfect. The touch on it's perfect. It's just crazy. Sonny! And Spurs are really going for it here, really wanting a fourth. But Pedro Porro has probably been, like what Pop Matsar, one of the most consistent players from this season, and he's been terrific defensively, but you can never, ever, ever slight him on the ball. He is just a technician. He really is a technician. And Adrian Chia, he delivers UK-wide, delivers worldwide, and I believe if he wasn't a professional footballer, he probably worked for DHL or something like that.
Yeah.
International delivery.
Postman Porro. Oh, what an assist! If Trent Alexander-Arnold done that, people would be sitting there with their big log in their hands, stroking out to it. If Trent Alexander-Arnold done that, so Pedro Porro, I did say about his stat, outside of Alexander-Arnold, he does have the most assists and goals out of any fullback and defender in the league. So fair play to him.
Oh,
beautiful
God, Richie. Grab a fucking brace. I can't fucking believe it.
Do you know what, Jack? I'm so happy that he scored and that you have faith back in him now, because it would have ruined the Christmas presents if you lost faith in him.
Oh, my Lord. I bought a Richie jersey. I bought a Richie jersey the moment he came here. I love Richie, but oh, my Lord. Been waiting for this day for years. Been waiting for this day for years, it feels like. Shout out to that other guy. Oh, ball in. Pedro, well done. Great bravery from Pedro there. Lovely bravery.
Body on the line.
And Joe Linton, Joe Linton planted one on him as well. Great bravery from Pedro.
Eat that one, Joe Linton.
Well done. Wow, what a beast. What a beast, Pedro.
I'm
Joe Linton's got
big
like
and
6 inches on him as well. He's got like 6 inches on him too. It's an actually very cynical one from Joe Linton too. Very cynical. Oh,
playing away
Richie, taking my breath away, Richie, tonight.
Buzzing.
Tyler saying I have 34 FPL points on my bench right now. That's mostly Spurs players that I bet. Big up, Tyler. Daddy Pedro, says Daniel Larson. Spurs as well. While we've been talking, like they've had so many other chances that they could, that they could have scored as well. I mean, they've been absolutely ripping them apart. Newcastle having to go long.
Way too fun today.
Having to go long, Newcastle.
The takers on Paro is ridiculous.
Oh my lord.
Oh.
Destiny. He's pushing. He wants maybe a brace. Sonny, skipping past Trippier again. He needs help, Trippier. He needs help. Someone get him help.
He's calling. He has the Newcastle fans ringing the emergency number right now, Jack. 999.
What's the story? Says, lads, I got my prediction all wrong. This could be a 5-0. Great performance by the lads. I think there was a comment that he put in the pre-match build-up, the outlad, and he must have missed it on his score prediction, but it must have gone for a big scoreline initially. Have you spoken to him?
Oh, yeah, look, he said, we could well be hammered today if things go wrong. But he did say if the players get their act together, we can go on and win. I was actually ragging him just before the game or just before the watch-along, Jack. He's in good spirits. I want to know, though, were you doing the pigeon dance when he scored? You had to have been doing the pigeon dance. I know you were.
Oh, he definitely stretched his neck a little bit for sure, at least. Gave it maybe 1 or 2 little proos. Must
have cramp in his neck when I see him tomorrow.
Exactly.
Oh, what a performance. You're a good judge of midfielders. What do you think of Papa Matt Starr's performance today? Let me know. Gee. Tottenham looking a bit tired now as well. I'd maybe think about making a couple of changes if we can go nick a quick fourth here. Sonny looks gassed.
Joe Linton.
He's moved out to the left here.
Get stuck in.
He's running at us.
Romero just sending him to the floor.
You saucy boy.
Oh, Kulu! Oh, lovely play from Kulu. Lovely play. Absolutely disgusting play from Kulu.
That's hilarious by Romero. Joe Linton sprinted at him with the ball. Romero standing his ground. He still knocks him to the ground. What an animal. Hungry dogs run faster. That's the call of the day.
Pamatasar, what a performance. Pamatasar probably close to one of the men of the match as well. Probably one of the men of the match.
Boy, waiting in the wings.
Big PEH coming on.
He makes the Tottenham fans sing. He's a star boy. Come on, great performance. Well done, Richie.
Well done to Richie as well. Richie coming off too.
2 goals, 6 shots.
I thought he was going to get his hat trick. I thought Andrew would let him get his hat trick.
He's keeping him hungry, Jack. Hungry dogs run faster. What did I tell you?
Gio Lo Celso coming on. Surprise. He's just shoring it up in midfield, really. I think, and she just wants all the now he just wants all the control in midfield possible, so that Newcastle are just forced to have to go long, or you just want them to get on. And also as well, with more midfielders in the team, we have a better chance winning some of these second balls. And
so what substitute did we make? Lo Celso on 4.
Made 2. I think Lo Celso for Richie, Højbjerg for Sarr, or whatever order you like.
Okay.
But, that's adding on 2 extra midfielders, really, when you think about it. So it's different than maybe what we had expected. But see, just so many players in midfield. So many players in midfield now.
Let's get Donnelly on.
Oh, Johnson. Oh, Silky.
Unlucky by Johnson. Let's get Donnelly on now. You want to see the down bomb? Get him on. Get him on. Come on, Spurs. Come on, let's go and get 4 and a 5. I predict final 10, we're going to score another couple. Ball in behind Davies. Gets well done. Well done, Adoji. Or Basuma even. Great. Oh, he skins him. Oh!
Basuma. Gio.
Basuma onto Davies. Davies, good ball into Porro. Well aware of the danger. Great flick over the top to Johnson. Porro wins it back onto Salzburg. Salzburg out wide to Brennan Johnson.
Oh, Johnson.
Man.
Gio.
Pulls it back to Lo Celso.
Oh.
He's crowded out. 3 of them chasing him down.
Pedro, you naughty boy. Pedro, you naughty boy. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord, Pedro. They're families, man. They're families. They're naughty. Took the... Oh, Lewis. Oh. Oh, my Lord. He's just absolutely destroyed Lewis Miley. I mean, kid's 16 years old, man. He's not even a grown adult. Not even a grown adult, man. He's not even... Can't be doing that, Pedro. Can't be doing that to people. It's not okay. It's not okay, Pedro. That's not okay. That's absolutely naughty. That is absolutely naughty.
Absolutely skins him.
People want Don Leon.
Yeah, they want him. They want him. Come on, Ange. Give us what we want. Just defend this set piece. Don't give them any inch. Give them an inch, they'll take a mile. You've got to claw this game through inch by inch. Then they win the header and it's gone wide. Thank God for that. How did he not get that on target? He wants Donnelly. Newcastle. What a waste of a trip. May as well just go Christmas shopping in London. Didn't come here to see a game. Dubravka goes long. No foul. Well done. Well done. Destiny. Driving forward with the ball onto the Pedro.
Basuma
brings the bit of control to that. Well done. Højbjerg. Saucy sauce. Onto the sauce. So much sauce going on here. Back to Salzburg.
Basuma. Oh, gives it away.
Oh no, Basuma. We let you away with that one. I'm in a good mood. Oh, Joe Linton got so lucky there. And Porro does him. That's it. No, that's it. Well done. Send them tumbling down like a sack of shit. It's not exciting when we're not scoring goals. Come on, let's go and get five.
It's just taking the breath out of me, grabbing those goals, and also all the chances that we were getting. I mean, we were absolutely shredding them apart. I think we've given ourselves a break, the team.
There's so many man-of-the-match contenders today. Doji, Porro, Kulu, Richie, Son.
Yeah, King Hoddle saying can't think of one bad performance. He's saying can't think of one bad performance from the starting 11. King Hoddle.
Around 88, around 90 minutes, guys, please spam in the names you want to be considered for man of the match. Only do it around 90 minutes, though. If you do it now, I'm not going to see it. Too busy being a Tottenham connoisseur right now, enjoying this bloody football. Big Vic. It's that Christmas jumper that Nick gave you, Jack. That's why we've done this today. That was the start of it.
Great luck from Nicholas Wood, indeed. Absolute legend. Lazy 8.
Great ball by Davies. Lacelso's out.
It's a great surprise. Gio taking his time. It's a lovely surprise. Oh, lovely bit of play there. Romero is absolutely cleaning him. Whoever that was. He's absolutely destroyed him. Is that Callum Wilson that he did that to? Is that Callum Wilson? Oh, he actually deserves that, Callum Wilson. He actually deserves that. Callum Wilson, if he doesn't score today as well, that means Richarlison, Richarlison scored and Callum Wilson hasn't. Callum Wilson had a lot of shit things to say about Richie, talking a lot of smack on his stupid podcast.
Yeah.
Honestly, I found that to be one of the most dumb things.
Jack's going back through his phone for his receipts now.
Yeah, really, though. He's an idiot, though, for that. Oh, great rake. Great rake of the legs by Romero here. Lovely stomp. Absolutely love it. Absolutely
he literally couldn't help it. It's like sending me into an all-you-can-eat buffet and saying, Dave, pick salad, I just wouldn't be able to help it. Just like Romero, he sees the opportunity to smash someone. He just cleans house. Are they looking at this?
No, I don't think so.
Taking forever, then.
He deserves it. I mean, Callum Wilson, he actually deserves it. I'm not kidding. The way he was talking...
Oh, Bruno could go for a second yellow. He put his head into Bissouma's.
The way he was talking about Richie, man, that's just as a professional player, talking about another professional player that are still both active, in the game. I think that's a little ridiculous, it's just, I don't know.
When's the next one out, Jack? We'll have to make sure we get in the comments.
Deserves a good. Plenty of these Newcastle players, I'm sorry. I don't even have hate for Newcastle, but it's just after that last performance, against them, it's just, we needed to win one over like this against them. We need a performance like this against them.
Well done, Romero. Vicario getting in on it. Wants to get the book as well.
Customary fall to the ground as well.
I love shithousing teams when you're winning. I hate it when it's against us, though. I can't stand it.
Oh. Very upset about that. Yeah, very upset about that challenge. It was not a great challenge, I'll be honest. But
no, that could have been a red.
I'll take
that
it.
Was more of a red
than
the one he got at Chelsea.
Yeah, far more. I definitely have no defense for that one.
He didn't even touch the ball.
I have no defense for that one. I'm happy he did it, but I have no defense for that one.
Oh, well done, Kulu. He's been sensational today. Oh, and he gets it away. Oh. Go on, Biss. This is turning into a wrestling match. This is unbelievable. Tottenham just throwing players around left, right, and centre. No, yeah, we beat them on the
brought
pitch.
The physicality for sure. I think it's also just we did set the tone, I think, physically. We did do a lot of sort of just, late challenges, as well as we have been a bit of a naughty team today, I'll be honest. We have had a bit more bite to us than maybe we usually do, and we've planted some challenges on them. We've shoved them around a bit and things like that. I mean, it could be because of the last game, Dave. It could really be because of the last game that we had against them. Really good.
Oh, so here we go. The doors, you give it to Gio. Gio, you got Sonny now.
Sonny, can he get the 4? That's got to be a pen. It's a pen. It's got to be a pen. Is it a pen? Get in there. Come on. First penalty of the season. First penalty of the season. Oh. Get in there. Well done, Sonny.
Yeah, send them off.
Well done.
Goal scoring opportunity.
Well done. Well done. You send off their other keeper. Get rid of their other keeper. Then force them to get De Gea. Force them to get De Gea.
Come on, Sonny. Come on, Sonny. You deserve it today, kid. You deserve it.
Come on, Sonny. Grab the 4th. If we grab the 4th, this is the real. I think I would shake hands. If they grab the 4th. If they grab the 4th, I'm shaking hands with that performance that we had last season with them. I really am, because this really makes up for a lot of that. It really makes up for it. I'll be honest.
Let's go and get 5.
It's the worst ever game I've ever seen Spurs play, probably in years, that game from last season. And this really is making up for it in a huge way if Sonny puts this way. Would just love to see a 4-0 on the fucking score sheet. Something like that feels really good.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Sonny Messi, Sonny Perry.
Come on! Yes, Sonny! He's in my head. Sonny, Sonny, Sonny.
Come on.
He's in my head. In my head. Sonny, Sonny. 4-0. Get in there.
How does it go? How's the celebration go? I can't do it. There we are.
I think it's 2 backwards L's, Dave. You got to do 2 backwards L's. That's what you think.
Oh, geez, lad. I'd have to be ambidextrous for that.
Need to do an inspection of its hands. Hashtag sunbomb, says Ed Martin. 4-0. There it is. Look at the gorgeous man.
Oh, let's go. Now let's get Donny on. Let's get
get Belize on. Get Hill Messi on. Get Donley on.
Sun's coming off.
Get Dave on.
Sun's coming off.
Hill Messi coming on.
Oh, not Skip.
Hill Messi maybe to score. Could he got a chance here? Could Hill Messi score?
Come on, that'd make it Christmas.
Oh, could we see a Hill Messi goal?
And Johnson off. And Bassoum off. So someone else has come on. Please be Donley. Who's come on?
Gio, lovely bit Oh, it's absolutely done, Joe Linton. Oh, my Lord. He's absolutely schooled him there.
Who came on? We made 3 subs there, right?
Skip came on.
Basuma, Johnson, and Son came off. Who came on? So we got Skip, we got Gil. Who's the other one? Someone in the chat, please tell me. Maybe someone didn't come off.
Pedro into Sonny.
Come on, get the ball to Gil. He wants it. Oh, no, some didn't come off. He's still on. My bad. Johnson came off. Even Skip's passing to the player in the right shirt. What day? Saucy. On to Gil. Oh, yeah. He's breaking ankles. Ben Davies. Goes out wide. Celso. Great ball by Lo Celso. It's gone out wide to Gil Messi. He's got Kulu running outside him. He cuts in. Go on, have one.
Nope. To
Great
Destiny.
ball to Doji.
Kulu. Oh,
Kulu.
Skip!
Skip!
Oh!
No!
All the time in the world.
An opportunity to make it 5.
Oh, I would have smashed it first time. I'm surprised he took a touch, really.
Yeah.
I would have smashed it.
Kulu. Messi, look at the pressing. Hair going everywhere. It's beautiful. Salzburg flicks it inside. We were absolutely balling out. Davies even taking it down with the outside of his foot.
Oh, terrific. Again, Spurs want more.
Yeah. We're hungry. I'm starving, actually. I need a salad after this.
Dermatron saying, bow down to the 4-0. Oh, Sonny!
What a goal!
Oh!
Oh, that would have been an absolute unbelievable goal from Son.
Oh, look at this tight feet.
Play.
Look at this tight feet he has here. Oh, lovely feet from Sonny. Lovely feet.
Oh, it's too good.
Oh, my jeez, man. That's just technical skill there. Skip,
How has he
wow.
not scored?
Touched it down with his chest. I mean, it's...
It's a weak effort. You
yeah.
got to put your
Too
laces
calm on
through
the
it right there.
Almost too calm. Almost too calm.
Just put your laces through it. It's not rocket science. 2 yards out.
Big up to the Big D. Good to see you in the house, sir.
Big D, hopefully you are keeping well, sir. I know you're going through a tough time at the minute, my man, with your mum. Or, yeah, I think it was your mum or your father passing, my man. So hopefully you're keeping well.
Big up, Big D. Cooking, boys. That's what everybody's been saying. Absolutely cooking. Oh, Gio. Can he find Sonny? See Skip. See Hill. See Hill. Come on, Hill.
Give it to him.
Come on, Hill.
Come on, Gil.
Finds Pedro. Slips.
Pedro.
Pedro, why are you slicing at it, man? Oh, great spell again from Spurs. They're going for 5. Oh, Hill Messi. Be selfish, man. Oh, take that space, Hill Messi.
Look at Pedro Porro. Look how photogenic he is. The guy's after sprinting around for 89 minutes, and he still looks like, here we go. Sonny
taking off.
He's coming off. Come on, Donnelly.
What a performance from Sonny today. Absolutely ripped Trippier a new one, this game. He really was terrific. Man of the match performance, says Steve D. I think he probably was man of the match at least in the forward area. He was the best forward on the day.
Is it Donnelly?
Donnelly, there he is again, the Don Bomb!
Come on, the Don Bomb, let's go. There's a goal here for you, kid. Come on.
The Don Bomb.
Go. 5 minutes, come on, kid.
Come on,
please,
put him up front.
Please.
Put him up front, get him in the 5th.
If he had that back of the net.
Let's see the Don Bomb grab a 5th. Oh, the Donnelly. Oh, that just really completes the day. That really just completes the day against Newcastle here. Oh, and they score.
Nah, fuck off. That doesn't matter. We're 4-1 up anyway.
Spurs sort of caught sleep in there.
It's him. He never scores. Never.
Joe Linton, I mean, he's genuinely just... If he would probably be a world-class player if he could play Spurs every week.
Oh, that's poor boy Højbjerg. Hasn't done himself any favors there whatsoever.
Gives it away there.
Just didn't know what to do. That's really poor.
Yeah.
Just let himself down there.
The whole team just gets caught out from that pass.
He just let himself.
I sort of, I don't know if I can even put much blame on the defense there. I think Højbjerg just sort of catches the whole team out. The whole team is caught out of shape with that pass.
Why doesn't he just go back to Vicario? I don't understand it.
Yeah. Well,
come on.
I feel bad for Vicario. Doesn't get his clean sheet, but still a chance for maybe somebody to grab a 5th here. Maybe Højbjerg,
let's get Donnelly on the board.
Maybe Højbjerg could be angry now and get a 5th.
Andrew had some interesting quotes about Donnelly during the week. Saying that he wants him basically, to fucking just play his game. Play his game. So let's go.
Yeah. There he is up front. There he is. Oh, he's almost on the ball there.
Oh, get in the box. Come on. Get it to the kid. Get in the box.
Hill Messi.
Gil.
Keep it to bring it down.
Keep it alive. Well done. Just get it in the box. We want a Don Bomb. On to Gil.
Hill Messi. There he is.
Oh. Win it back. Let's get it in the
Davies.
box. Ben. Good ball. Lo Celso.
Lovely. Oh.
Too much.
Over the top.
Offside. Well done. Let's get it going. Come on. Get it in the box. We want a Don Bomb. It wasn't in the plans today, but we'll have it. Go on,
Hill Messi.
Please.
Come on,
Donnelly.
Hill.
Give it to Donnelly. Give it to Donnelly.
Hill.
Oh. Come on, there's a 5th here, Tottenham. Let's go. Celso out to Kulu. Kulu to Højbjerg. Back to Kulu. Back to Højbjerg. Come on, we want a fifth. We never stop. Porro.
We're supposed to be never stopping.
Rambam. What's the ball in behind? Could Newcastle go for the second here? It's Wilson. And my guy had the audacity to talk about Richie. Salzburg. That's a better ball.
Nice.
Ball by
Great
Davies.
pass
He's been
from Davies.
outstanding
He's
today.
been
He's
outstanding.
been fucking outstanding.
Oh,
Besides,
sir! Sir!
Not giving. Oh, well done, Porro. That'll do. That should see the game out. That's it, Donnelly.
Donley, get stuck.
That's it, Donnelly. Stuck him, my man. That's what I'm talking about. Come on.
Leave one on him.
Spurs way, my man. Delighted when I see kids getting on. Come through the academy. Do it the hard way. Newcastle with the free header. Vicario straight into his hands. Wilson, and he talks about Richarlison. Free header. Richie would have scored that.
Definitely today, Richie would have.
Yeah!
Oh, 4-1. 3 points. Oh, voids all the pressure. Boys get the result. It's what we needed. We needed this. Needed this 3 points.
Whether it's right or wrong. Come on.
Big Ange ball. There's a bit of a scuffle. A bit of a scuffle going on after the game between New. This is turning into a bit of rivalry between these two.
What's going on here?
Was it Vicario? Vicario giving them a bit of heat. Love to see it. Vicario could be giving them a bit of heat after the game. I love it.
That's what we love to see.
I love
Well
it.
done,
Absolutely
Rich.
love to see that.
Right,
great
people.
performance from
Man of the
Richie.
match
Great
selections
performance
in
from
the chat,
Sonny.
please.
I'm seeing Sar. I'm seeing Sonny a lot. You could probably throw Richie in there too. Davies, that sounds crazy to say, but he did have a terrific game. You could go for Udogie, Pedro Porro as well. All had great games. I'd go Dave. I'd go someone from the defense. And then I'd go for... I think Sar and Sonny. It's between one of those two. You probably do throw Richie in there. But
Sonny has what? 2 goals. Sonny has 1 goal, 2 assists. Richarlison has 2 goals. Sar was brilliant. And you know what? I will
Udogie got a goal. But Davies was good. Davies was good. And Udogie did get a goal as well. He opened up the scoring, which is important. I'd go Davies or Udogie, but the defense...
I'll throw Davies in there because he made that defense-saving tackling at the very start.
Saved a goal. Saved a goal, just as important. And also when it was still 0-0, if I'm not mistaken, when it was still 0-0. What a performance, though, from Spurs. A complete 90 minutes, too, for the most part. Like, really was. Like, we did battle from minute 1 to minute 90. Kind of held our nerve, had some good individual moments, like from players like Davies, to keep it 0-0, and some decent defending when we were asked to have have some sort of resoluteness to ourselves. But we kept strong, and we were able to get that 1-0 lead. And once we did that, we sort of pushed on. Kept asking questions of Newcastle. Grabbed the second. Once we grabbed the second, like we've been saying all along, their heads will go down. The other team will succumb to the pressure, the atmosphere, all that sort of thing. You give yourself that, that sort of ease of mind when you go 2-0 up. Then you can go on to get 3. Then you can go on to get 4. And the goals do start kind of flowing in, I think, after that. But it is most important grabbing that too. Look at that man celebrating with the Richie kid as well. Absolute legend. That guy is. Oh, what a fellow Richie enthusiast. But Dave, 90 minutes, finally, a 90-minute performance, and it feels really good to have what was really a 4-0, and to get 4 goals as well, just feels good again. Feels good.
Look, this is what I've been on about the last few weeks, Jack, where, it's really been our fault that we lost the games. It hasn't been down to us being unlucky. It's been down to our own fault. Today, we defended excellently. The midfield were more combative as well with Papa Matasar back in there. And despite people saying I don't know what I'm on about sometimes, I made the right we're putting Richie down the middle and Son out left. You know, we've seen a much better, much more fluid attack going forward. Absolutely ripped Newcastle open every time we went forward. Looked like scoring every time we went forward. Absolutely delighted today because, Jack, there was huge pressure on this squad of players. They've been down this path before where they've just been on a losing cycle, can't get out of it. There's huge pressure on Postecoglou coming into this. The narrative was already starting to be put out there. We go out, we absolutely humble Newcastle like that. For me, it eradicates the defeat we suffered at their place last season. I can finally bury it and move on. And fair play to them. I asked for some hunger. I asked for some desire. I asked for some pride and passion. And I also said they owe us fans. And they absolutely delivered a top-class performance today. So now that we know they're capable of that, even with the likes of Madison, Van de Ven, and all that injured, I want to see more of it now. Let's see if they can deliver more of it up until we get more players back. But after today, absolutely convinced Ange Postecoglou is the right man for this football club. Massive, massive decision. Like I said at halftime, most managers would never have took Sonny out the middle and then put him back out on the left-hand side with him being the main man. Dropping the Celso, bringing in Kulu, bringing Sarr straight back in. Credit to Ange Postecoglou. I grate on Davies a lot the last few weeks, and I have done rightly so in my opinion, but today the guy was bloody outstanding. So he can do it. So I want to see more of it now. All they've done is raise my expectations again. Let's bloody go.
Raising expectations again, well said at the end there, but also such an important win, such a needed win for Ange because the players finally have done right by him after getting a result like that. They did well by him and showing, that they can actually get over the line and that his tactics do in fact work. And we have been dominating teams and we deserve some of these wins, but it's because of just sort of the lack of conviction at times and a bit of complacency. We just haven't really given him, these convincing sort of results yet. And it's been nice that he's been able to receive that now. And a lot of the players as well, I think, by themselves, some good grace again from us fans. I think I'm always eager to happy clap and always eager to love my players. But, their performance from last season against Newcastle, recent performances, have had us, ask some questions once again of them. And they've stood up and they've answered the calls. So really, really important win for everyone involved, for the fans, for the players, for Ange. It feels very, very good. Dark Sun G saying the injury derby, Spurs win. We sort of got revenge. Come on, you Spurs. I feel for the most part like I can shake hands now with the team from last season, Dark Sun G. I understand a lot of sort of last season's performance did kind of fall on just sort of the craziness of, sacking Conte, putting Stellini in. Stellini's ball was terrible. He switched to a back four, like kind of a crazy person. And Lloris as well had a terrible sort of day and, gave up on the squad, just sort of resembled the squad mentality at the time. And I remember just feeling like, I don't know if they'll ever really possibly in a way make up for that. Like that just felt like the darkest day in a long lot of days as a Spurs fan. A lot of dark days, but that was one of the darkest. And I never thought they would do, kind of make up for it. But I think they sort of have for the most part with today. This was a very fun performance, convincing performance. There's a bit of bite to a lot of our players as well that I actually liked because that made me think that maybe they did have that sort of in mind from last season. And also perhaps with recent performances and recent results too, Dark Sun G, they sort of felt like they owed us one. And I'm very proud of the players today. I think they had that sort of passion that was needed and a passion that we wanted to see as well. For sure. For sure. Absolutely spot on. Just quickly, guys, there is a poll up for everybody. Please get in there. Get your man of matches in there. And guys, get your chats in and let's dictate the conversation. Throw your talking points at us and let us discuss them. I just want to give a special 2 bits of special praise, Jack, today. But maybe 3. Look, Postecoglou, you're speaking about the dark times we were at in that Newcastle game. Then, sort of selling Harry Kane in the summer and stuff like that. I really saw dark times ahead, especially with Sonny sort of getting older and stuff like that as well. I sort of saw dark times ahead. And the fact that this guy has managed to, eradicate that memory and sort of get me believing in the club again and stuff like that. Absolutely special praise to Postecoglou because, you just take yourself back to that Newcastle game. I mean, we were done, Jack. I wanted out, before halftime. I didn't know whether I wanted to stream for quite some time and stuff like that. But Ange Postecoglou,
Absolutely brilliant. And I say the scenes in around the stadium right now will be unbelievable. And it just goes to show that he's got fans believing again and getting the fans back on side. Second bit of praise, Richarlison. This is the guy that's gone through a lot at Tottenham Hotspur. He's took so much criticism, more than players that have been here 10 years and haven't performed like Dyer and stuff like that. And he stood up today. Whatever's happened and gone by, the criticism was justified to a certain degree. 100% agree with that. But to come in today when the words from Ange Postecoglou in the press conference felt like it was his last chance saloon. Starting today, if he didn't do anything and it went so wrong, and when you're on low confidence, that's all you think about heading into these games. Every time you're selected, it could have easily, but he didn't. Everything he done today was great. Hold up play, passing, the movement in the box for that first goal. It ain't luck, by the way. Great play by Sonny, not taking anything away from that whatsoever. But if you go back and watch the double movement. First, he makes the run to the near post to support Sonny. See Son deals with Trippier, then makes a pull back to receive it, and then tucks it home. The second goal, good touch, great finish, great composure. And believe me, they are not easy. When you're a guy, a striker especially, that has not scored goals over a season and a half, you usually end up snatching at them, which means you end up miskicking, fluffing your lines. So credit to him today. And a massive credit to Papa Matasar as well coming in. I spoke about before the game that we missed him in midfield, that combativeness, breaking up the counterattacks. Absolutely superb in that today. And Ben Davies as well stepped up. I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. Credit to them guys. Absolute credit.
Credit to so many players. And I think King Hoddle mentioned it at one stage that it's hard to, there were really almost no bad performances in that starting 11 whatsoever. And that's just really shows that we had a team performance as well as many individually great performances. Adrian Chia saying, great stream, lads. Hope you enjoyed the script. Come on, you Spurs. Thank you, Adrian. Sir, it was a good stream. Was just a fun game in general. Felt really good just to get over the line. And as well as grab some more against Newcastle, too, because, with the context of last season, it just made sort of the day kind of more complete. I think we would have been delighted and buzzing with 3 points in general, but just being able to sort of check off a lot of boxes, right? We got to have the good result that was needed against a team like Newcastle that we needed to sort of get one over with. Also got more than, got that second goal when we needed it. And then two, just got the 3 points that was sort of needed too as well with kind of the bit of the pressure and everything going on. Big up to you, Adrian. Another cracking script from yourself, sir.
Big up, Adrian. Legend. And, just quickly, Jack, I'll just have a quick phone call. I'll be 1 second.
No worries. Udoji, Tottenham teacher, Udoji is the whole reason they opened up and cracked, I suppose, Richie, to clean it. Big up to you, Tottenham teacher. Cool, sexy football. Davies, everyone. It's Christmas. I mean, Davies is actually in decent form in the last few games, I must say, to be honest. Big up to, I think, Hennessy. It looks like maybe Hennessy donated a membership from earlier. Maybe I'm missing something. Big up, though, Hennessy, and shout out from earlier. Just making sure I'm catching up here with everybody on the game. Please, like Dave said, do get your thoughts in on the game here, and feel free as well to do it in as a super chat if you do want to sort of as well get your thoughts really sort of discuss from Dave or I. But I think it was Darkson G saying, we win, Man United, Gooners, and Chelsea lose. What a weekend. Come on, you Spurs. While we needed it just for our own confidence and for our own sort of, sanity of minds, and also the confidence in the players and Ange, was kind of needed if we want to sort of get some points back that we've dropped in this table in general, Dark G. A massive chance here because Man United, right, just sort of, battling around sort of all of a sudden kind of towards the top end of the table. You have the Gooners as well, league leaders now dropping points, which is great to see. Chelsea, I think they're just, it's just fun to see them drop points and just fun to see them in meltdown. But I think they're starting to look like maybe they'll have to worry more about sort of a mid-table battle, dare I say even, maybe a little bit further down than that, but really, really massive for us this weekend, Darks NG. Even West Ham as well, dropping points too. Now I think they're starting to look maybe a bit maybe not as much of a European contender as maybe they were in the beginning of the season. So, I mean, a huge weekend for us. And it's fun to see every other team have a bad weekend despite Spurs. I mean, it really is much needed. Big up, Dark Sun G. Ian Cook saying, fantastic result, lads. Everybody played well today. Come on, you Spurs. I'm loving Big Ange instead. Yes, we are, Ian Cook. Fantastic result indeed. And I think Dave might be singing that one, on his way home, maybe or to the chipper, or, whatever Dave might be celebrating with, or when I head out to go for a nice, I would say, boutique sort of beer shop, near me in Brooklyn. I like to, if we have a nice day, grab a little crowler or something like that, Ian Cook. And yeah, I'm going to be singing that in my head, man. I'm loving Big Ange instead. Also going to be singing my Richie's on Fire song as well, because Richie had a great day today. So might even have, an extra beer on Richie, because it really does feel good to see him have a good day, considering how many silly runs I've done in the rain, the terrible weather, or even in the heat, just sort of sweating my ass off, with that Richie jersey, kind of looking a bit silly at times, clutching on any sort of kind of good Richie news that I could get. But today's just a great day for everyone. It's a great day for Spurs fans, great day for Ange, great day for Sonny, Richie, every player. They've all had a terrific performance and a terrific day. And I think we're going to be singing plenty of those Spurs songs. And also credit as well to Spurs Song Sheet and so many others, Tim Winston, so many of those guys that do such a great job in that sort of area. Big up to you, Ian Cook. Hopefully you're doing well, my man. Al Ben saying, the way we look with 8 proper starters, another 2 windows with Ange, getting rid of the poor level subs, that doesn't cut it. We will be a top team. Thinking about, some of those subs that I guess, didn't really impress you today, Al Ben. But on the starters, I think every single player that started today, including Ben Davies, who, again, we're probably just going to have to leave it, for another time, whether he really is actually cut out for this team. But he's in good form right now, and he's stepping in very well for Mickey Van de Ven, at least in the past few games or so. He's had some shaky games, but then this one I think was probably the best of his lot. Really has been fine in possession, good defensively and putting out some fires. Probably had a better game than Romero really in general. I think Romero brings that sort of intimidation and that fear that is needed, from your defensive line. But Davey sort of had his cool head, just like I said, good in possession in general as well. Really did enjoy his performance from Mr. Ben Davies. But I think other players too. Pop Matsar, probably one of the most consistent players in this team this season. You look at Pedro Porro as well, one of the most consistent players in this team so far this season, and they both had great games. Not any bad performances, I could really say, from that starting 11. When it comes to, I guess, some of the substitutions, Højbjerg, a lot of people, I guess, don't like Højbjerg and maybe use this as a bit of evidence. But I think recently, for the most part this season, I think Højbjerg's actually been better off the bench than he actually really has as a starter. I think he does well as an impact sub. Can I really say that today? I don't really know. I think we already well up in the game. That I'm not really sure what I'm expecting from the subs, but that was poor from him, and that goal is just pretty much entirely on him. And so Højbjerg, not really, I guess, a good day for him. I'm not sure how much I really read into, whether he's, still suitable or not as a substitute for this team. To be honest, though, I think he doesn't even want that sort of role at Spurs. So it's probably still going to always be, I think, maybe one of his last seasons here, because I think at the end of the day, he just wants to play as much football as possible. Whether that's in this team, probably not going to happen, but he does want to play as much as possible. So he's still likely to leave. Skip, I mean, it's hard to sort of rail on people, but it's, you're sort of unconvinced again from Skip, I guess, in that moment. I think he had all day to sort of finish that. He had all day to hit it first time. That's what I was sort of asking him to do. But even when he did bring it down, he could have thought about dinking it, could have thought about just smashing it past him. But yeah, I think Skip, Højbjerg, Gio, I guess some of these guys, I mean, how great are they really as sort of squad players and impact subs, and Hill too? I mean, guess there are some question marks about them. Not sure if that's really my focus on today in general, because when you're 3-0 up, 4-0 up, that's not really when you're asking questions of those guys. It's not really a scenario that's most realistic. You really want to ask questions of them, I think, when you're 1-1, when you're, needing a goal, or, when they need to come on and make an impact. I think Højbjerg's done that this season. Gio has been inconsistent, but, has done well when he started in certain games. Maybe as a sub, not as much. I think hasn't been really as good as a sub. Brian Hill, not so great off the bench. And then Skippy, not so great either. But really just the starters today, absolutely terrific. And also, too, I just think Ange deserves a lot of credit for just sort of keeping his head, keep continuing with what he's doing, and we got our rewards for another dominant performance, but finally got the result that resembles a dominant performance. Alban. Yeah, Dave. Got you.
100%. Couldn't agree more. Just quickly, couldn't agree more on that. Look, great win today, but we can't lose sight. We do need reinforcements in here in January, and we do need to improve the backups and the bench. But I do get what you're saying, Jack. Players coming off the bench today when you're sort of coasting in that game. I mean, it is a different ask of them.
Yeah, it was a little underwhelming from certain substitutes, you could say, today. Really appreciate you, Alban. And also earlier, at halftime, really appreciate your support as well. You had a great comment, on Ben Davies, I believe, Alban, if I'm not mistaken, I think with, his sort of great moment. And also, I think you brought up, too, Alban, how great Sonny was. In general, too. So big up, Alban. Appreciate your support. Daniel Larson saying, Pedro, for me, is our player of the season so far. Just a wonderful footballer. Plus, his passion to play for the club is contagious to see. Come on, you Spurs. You could tell Pedro is a football man, right? He actually enjoys a bit of housery, enjoys, the good sort of back and forth between him and the fans, loves a good, tackle, likes putting in, a harsh challenge, likes, smashing one in, and going for a big celebration. He's a football man, and he's a cultured player. He's very fun to see. He's he's just a skilled player in the technical areas as well. I mean, Pedro Porro, Dave, probably one of the most consistent players this season for Daniel, and is just a wonderful footballer. Daniel, he's fallen in love with Daddy Pedro.
Look, rightly so, Jack. There was a lot of questions asked about him in the summer. Could he play right back? Could he defend? All this sort of jazz. Is he as good going on the ball as out forward as everyone says? Well, just listen to this. Pedro Porro has been directly involved in now 11 goals for Tottenham in the Premier League since his debut in February. 3 goals, 8 assists. The only defender with more goal involvements in the competition during this period is Trent Alexander-Arnold. So that just goes to show how good he has actually been for Tottenham. Absolutely incredible since we've signed him. I mean, let's not forget, we were at days where we had Aurier and Doherty who refused to cross the ball, and they couldn't even pass it 5 yards. We actually couldn't even get out of our own half. And to bring in someone like Pedro Porro, absolutely unbelievable. But again, he's another one that got ridiculed very early on, and we keep doing this with new signings that come in the door. We just sometimes they are going to need just that little bit of time to settle. And Pedro Porro stepped in. I mean, absolutely unbelievable down that side. Yeah. Even for such a small guy, I worry about him getting bullied in the air. But even they're up against Joe Linton today. He's well able to handle it. All around, Pedro Porro has been absolutely brilliant for Tottenham Hotspur. I now no longer have an issue with the right back situation at all. Emerson, Pedro Porro, happy with it. Gone are the days of Doherty or Aurier and all them god-awful players. And what sets Porro above the rest from them guys is he doesn't play scared. He wants to go and affect games. Not only does he want to defend, he enjoys attacking. He wants to be amongst the goals, amongst the assists, amongst the build-up play. He's been absolutely brilliant. I said it last week. In my pre-match build-up, he's gone on under the radar, and I think he's one of the best right-backs in the Premier League. And again, another great recruitment from Paratici in that department. Big up Pedro Porro. All the questions being asked of him, he doesn't bitch, moan, cry, doesn't go and leak stuff to the press to get his own way. He just gets his head down, works harder, and we need more of that attitude at this football club because it pays off.
And also, he has one of the best mentalities in the whole squad, too, Daniel. Absolutely love Pedro's mentality. He's a top player. And I'm glad you're falling in love with him, my man. I think that's a good player to be warming up towards. Ribsy85, member for 28 months. Wow. Fan show member. Ribsy, absolutely just certifiably one of the Mount Rushmore heads of this channel. And he's saying, absolutely love that. After the bad taste in my mouth after West Ham, good rebound, confident football. Congrats on the 13K. Love your work. And then a Richie emoji as well with it. Love it. Love it.
Yes, someone's finally used it.
We used a Richie emoji. Class for Ribsy85. We expect nothing less from him. Thank you, Ripsy, my man. Thank you for 28 months of support. Thank you for the well wishes on the 13K. And I'm glad that you got, that bad taste out of your mouth after that West Ham. West Ham was just, I felt a bit just shell-shocked by it, by the fact that we had actually lost at home to them. And it doesn't feel good to say out loud, to even think about it. And that's one of those that is hard to come back from. But I think the Spurs did a very good job in trying to at least show that they are, going to try to make up for those sort of kind of games and that sort of performance. And appreciate you, Ribsy. And I'm glad you got that taste out of your mouth, my man. Tough one.
No, big up, Ribsy. Salute to you, sir. Look, we go back a long time, Ribsy. We've been through some dark days together, brother. Still in some dark days, don't get me wrong. We ain't out the woods yet. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, my man. And hopefully with a bit more investment behind Ange Postecoglou, we'll finally pull out of them. Look, I still have a bit of a sour taste in my mouth from West Ham. It's going to take a few more sort of eradicate that one. But look, good win today. Enjoy it. And thank you for using the emoji. Someone's finally used the emoji. We put a lot of effort into them to get them scaled down to size and everything.
Big up, Ripsy85. Thank you for your service, sir. Dark Sun G saying we kept Isaac quiet, which was impressive. Let's beat Forest on the early Saturday, Friday in the UK game. So early Saturday morning for you, Dark Sun G. Let me know if that's not too bad, or if early for you is probably actually like, you're probably being kind, or, not trying to mention that it's probably a 3 a.m. or a 4 a.m. Rare is it ever, an easy game for you on an early Saturday. Yeah. But Friday game, that's going to be us. And Richie and Udoji deserved their goals. Son double digits for 8 seasons, which is impressive. Johnson to score next game, he says.
Look, Johnson, you know what? He had some bad parts today, but he had some really good parts. You just need to see a bit more consistency from Brennan Johnson. Very unlucky not to score, actually. What an effort, by the way. Credit to him. But look, when it comes to the early kickoff against Forest next week, I do worry. Tottenham don't usually do too well in early kickoffs, and they're hard to get going. They're always sort of dull atmospheres and stuff like that. So, but look, the sign of a good team will back up today's big victory, because don't forget, we got a great result at the Etihad and lost to West Ham. We got a great result today. Now we need to back it up. That's absolutely key. What I will say is Forest are hungry. Steve Cooper's been another manager under severe pressure for Nottingham Forest. Got a draw there during the week to maybe, or at the weekend, to sort of alleviate that a little. But they still have a point to prove as well. And like I've been saying all day, hungry dogs run faster. That's going to be the title of that game, because both teams are hungry. Both teams want to save their manager. But it's not going to be easy either. It's not going to be easy. Forest turned us over in the cup last year, turned us over in the league last year as well. So it's another team we owe a hiding to. So let's go.
And Dark Sun G, I think Udoji's goal was also probably one of my favorites, actually, because it was right as we needed, a bit of genius from somebody, a terrific run from Udoji, really good hold-up play from him, and then Sonny just skinning Trippier like that, and then squaring it across to that late run from Udoji. It just was a terrific goal in general, and really deserved goal. And Richie's goals were also much deserved as well. And Johnson to score next game. I thought he had scored. I had a bit of a ghost goal celebration, Dark Sun G. I really thought he had scored with that effort inside the post. And Sonny definitely going to get 20 goals this season, in my opinion. It's just, whether he actually can challenge or pose any sort of threat to, Erling Haaland or anybody else for the top goal scorer is a real question. But I think Sonny's grabbing 20 this season. I do. Big up, Dark Sun G. Appreciate your support.
Yeah. The question going forward, though, Jack, is, what do you do? Do you stick with Sonny out on the left and Richie through the middle now? What do you do now?
I mean, it's meritocracy, and why break that's something that worked, right? I even felt in that one game where we had Kulu and Gio in midfield, I could see the reason why he put Højbjerg in there for that game, but I did feel like we were sort of breaking up something that actually was working in that game. Now that we have Pop Matasar, terrific to have him back, and so I think it is just back to sort of normal duties with whatever we want in the number 10 position. But for me, for the most part, I think, I don't know, I feel like you have to stick with what works, or stick with, what got you a win. I don't think you try to change that up. I think that would be silly.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. And look, hopefully, I know people thought I was probably crazy and deluded before the game and stuff like that. Someone even said underneath my video, Dave, your diet's making you not think straight. I'd say it's making me think clearer than ever before, because I was absolutely spot on with it. But look, you look at Son today, back to his old self. There's no better sight than seeing Son marauding down the wing, the left-hand side at Tottenham Hotspur, with that fresh London air flowing through his hair, flapping, in the wind behind him like an absolute Adonis, stepping over the ball quicker than Flash could, and absolutely delivering pinpoint crosses, cutting inside, still a goal threat. For me, you got to keep him out there. The narrative that Son can't play out left anymore is absolutely washed up.
Yeah.
And Richie through the middle gives us that presence in the box, the movement, and his link-up play was good. So hopefully we do see this again at Nottingham Forest. But again, they have to back it up and do it yet again.
Well said. Well said. Big up, Dark Sun G. Appreciate your support, my man. 7SC, big up 7, saying, Jack, I need to know where you got that Christmas top. I got it from the one and only Lazy 8, sir, and I imagine... I'm not sure where he got it. I'll let you know. It might not be from the actual Spurs website. It could be from someplace else, actually. Maybe he's found a clever way. We know Nick is a clever man, 7SC, but maybe he's found another website other than Daniel Levy's Tottenham Hotspur, I guess. But wherever he's found it, I'm very thankful, and I couldn't really care less where it comes from. It's a beautiful sweater, my man. But I know you're just trying to get in on the action. You're trying to become part of the sweater society, like the Basuma Third Kit Society. We're becoming the Tottenham Hotspur Christmas Sweater Society.
What I will say, lad, is we'll ask Nick and tune in for the fan show tomorrow evening, and I'll let you know where he's got. I'll get a link off him and I'll post it in the chat, and then order away. I have to say, it is absolutely lovely. I need to get one. I need to be sitting at the dinner table, the sharpest dressed man in the room.
Pick up 7SC, and thank you once again, Nick. Dark Sun G saying, hopefully Richie kicks on from here today. Richie better than Richie over Isak. Yeah, I mean, Isak was quiet, and he's a great player as well. He's a tough guy to keep quiet, Alexander Isak. And Richie just had everything that we've been looking for. He had some decent hold-up play, and just not being a walking giveaway or a walking dispossession, right? And what was kind of the case in other games where he just was so easy to dispossess, or just sort of dispossessed himself on too many occasions. And then as well, I think he had some decent moments in actually creating chances for others. It's not just simple hold-up play. He had some nice passes, good movement, just had a good day. Just a lot of different areas that what makes a good striker he was doing today. And happy to see it, really am, because I do like Richie a lot, Dark Sun G, and it really does give me some hope again that maybe he could kick on from here. Let's hope that he does. And I know you are as well, Dark Sun G. I know you've been kind of a big backer of his for a long time. I'm not sure why. Maybe you just kind of like sort of his personality, but I know for a long time since we even bought him, Dark Sun G, you've been kind of hoping that Richie comes good. And today was one of his better days in a Spurs shirt, probably his best day in a Spurs shirt.
How did I end up in this position? I was the first one on his case out of you and that Dark Sun G and that. I was the first one on his case and stuff like that. How did I end up in the position where I was campaigning for him to start through the middle today? Absolutely madness. But look, one swallow doesn't make a summer. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm coming out with the quotes today. I can't stop. But one swallow does not make a summer. And, he has to back it up next week. He used to go on a scoring run now.
Yes, he does. And it'd be great to see him going on a scoring run. Oldies, big up. Oldies, Sar absolutely shredded Newcastle in the midfield. That back heel, big up Spurs with that back heel. I'm trying to remember what that back heel was. Oldies. Dave, can you pick out a moment that Pat Sar had with the back heel? There were so many naughty moments, Oldies. Really, I'm sorry I missed that one, man. I must have just, maybe Dave and I were, getting to somebody's comment or something like that. But my sort of naughty moment of the day was Pedro Porro at one stage on Lewis Miley. That was absolutely ridiculous, that Meg. Because Lewis Miley was probably, they were facing each other a whole, 8 or 9 yards away. And then Porro was just running right at him, and you're like, all right, well, what's Porro gonna do here? Is he just gonna run through him or something? And he basically did. He just touched it right through Miley's legs, and just the classiest way, just slipped right by him. See you later. And there were some other moments. Brendan Johnson had that lovely bit of skill at one stage. Kulusevski absolutely destroyed one of their players on the sidelines with a lovely ball roll. There were some other moments, I think, from Sonny. Sonny almost scored one of the, that Sonny almost had a goal that was truly almost world class that I think Dave really, liked, where he had that, that sort of quick one touch, two touch past his player to get through in behind. That would have been sensational. Spurs in general, I must say, oldies. So many games where we should have had better finishing. We could have scored some of the goals of the season, like time and time again. We could have scored some of the goals of the season with some of our play and individual play too, because we have such good individual players in sort of their technical ability. But I'm sorry I missed that Sar one, my man. I really am. Like, that sounds like, a real howler that I must have missed that one, especially if you feel like it's one that really should be pointed out. He's definitely one of the man of the matches, and maybe that's where it also comes from. But there's so many just highlight compilation sort of worthy moments from players today. Oldies, so many.
Sar was honestly, it brought a tear to my eye. I felt like asking Kleenex for a sponsorship, just seeing him getting stuck in, turning that ball over. You look at the tackle he made for Adoji's first effort that I celebrated, that I thought was in, turns out hit the post. That's what we've been missing. Getting back and helping out at right back that time, taking the ball off your man, pushing him over, get out of here, go and be a spectator, and then playing out as well, and then have the goal to take a player on and pass it out. I mean, there was many moments from Papa Matasar today. He was absolutely unbelievable. In fact, I'd love to see a stat. I'm pretty sure he broke a record for the amount of distance covered in a game. Absolutely unbelievable. Sarboy, Papa Matasar, whatever you want to call him, he's been absolutely brilliant. I've been campaigning for this guy to get his opportunity for a long time. He took it this season. We've missed him. And it just goes to show how good and how influential he is when he steps in off one game and we go and win off the back of 5 games where he's been missing. Absolutely unbelievable from Sar. Buzzing for the kid. Can't quite remember that back heel, but like I said, there's been so many moments of his today. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, even the one where Bruno Gomes ended up 2-footing him should have been a red card, by the way. But, absolutely brilliant from Papa Matasar. It was just the anticipation, what I loved. He sort of watched Bruno Gomes as soon as he went to cut inside. Boom, leaps out like a hungry dog straight in there. Absolutely love it. He was brilliant today.
He's ridiculous for his age, oldies. He's ridiculous. Well, probably
19.
Probably Paratigi's, one, if you could actually put it up there, of all of his ridiculous signings, Paratici, maybe Pop Matasar actually might take the whole lot, because it's one that's probably surprised us all in how good this kid is and how on earth did we get him before anybody else. I mean, ridiculous talent, and really appreciate the support, oldies. Very kind of you, my man. Rob Belcher, big up, sir. He's saying £4 for our goals doubled because Richie came of age, and £2 for reaching 13K. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Rob Belcher. And for Richie grabbing the double. I smelled a goal at one stage from Richie for him to get the second, but then I did smell also the brace. Dave smelled the goals initially from Richarlison. I had to sort of wait a little bit, until I saw some touches, saw some moments from him. And if I wasn't, doing a watch along, I sincerely would have put a bet on him, grabbing a goal or two, because of the way he was playing, just the areas that he was getting into. He was going to score. Like, you could just tell from sort of the first 5-10 minutes of this game, like, he was going to eventually score. If he didn't, then really he does. I mean, he does have issues with finishing, but it just felt like, he would have had to, he could have hit it in with his eyeball or with his nose or something, today. It's just so many chances that came his way. And he just had a great day in general, Rob Belcher. And thank you as well for being with us for so long. It's good to get so many people just with us still to this day for the watch-alongs. We've done the watch-alongs for a very long time, and it's really nice to have so many people that still come back for them. So really appreciate you, Rob.
It's just great to be able to rejoice with so many Spurs fans when you win, Usually I'd be sitting here like sort of screaming on my lungs off to myself, but it's absolutely great to have all you guys to share it with. Look, I remember saying to Jack before, and I looked outside at the Irish weather, I said, it's a shit day, it's pissing rain, it's a day where Richarlison's going to step up and score, and it exactly happened. I even had his song playing, do a day, diddy-dum-diddy-do. Absolutely love it from Richie. And hopefully, like I said, he uses that as a confidence booster now.
Big confidence boost for the Richie. Rob Belcher, thank you, sir. Appreciate your support. Apparently, Son, says Dark Sun G, has the most assists in the Premier League for Spurs with 83, breaking Eriksen's 82. What a captain and what a player. Now Forest, Everton, Brighton, and Bournemouth.
12 points.
In terms of the next 4 games. Everton will be a hard game. I actually think, Dark Sun G, harder than maybe it looks. Brighton, I do feel like are a little more vulnerable than they were last season, but they're also still a difficult team. And Bournemouth, I think probably, I imagine, have probably some sort of revenge that maybe they might want after we sort of destroyed them and our maybe opening games of the season. We really gave them a hiding. So they might want to come and try to do us over. But I think Forest, we should absolutely smash them. I might call that one early because I do not rate Steve Cooper in that team. They play very defensive, which might cause us some problems, but I do not think, they're that great of a team. And we probably should pick up, this sort of game and pick up some momentum here, Darkson G, for sure. But Dave, I mean, Sonny, all-time assist leader in the Premier League. I mean, I have to wipe my eyes with that one with Sonny, but it's one of those other sort of, I say this to you, right? Some of the stats that he has or some of the records that he's broken, you do sort of go like, wow, like has that record as well. Like that's pretty, that's pretty ridiculous. Like how does he have that record? That's one of those for me with Sonny too, where he's already broken enough ridiculous records as it is, but to be, that's really true, to be the all-time assist leader in the Premier League, of course, only, but to be the all-time assist leader in the Premier League for Spurs is ridiculous.
Do you know what? He's actually getting to, he's actually at Harry Kane level. And what I mean by that is it got to the point every time Harry Kane took the pitch, he was breaking a new record. And it seems like that with Sonny now as well. It was only last week, was it 50 home goals, 50 away goals and something else?
Yeah.
Absolutely unbelievable. It just every time he takes the pitch now, he's breaking records. But in order to get to that point, you have to be at the top of your game consistently over a number of years. You're talking 8, 9, 10 years repetitively, week in, week out. And believe me, it's not an easy grind. The pain these guys go through, the stuff they put their body through to be at that elite level fitness, but then the mentality, the things they have to give up to be so focused minded. It's not an easy journey to get to that point, to start breaking records. And it just goes to show how good, for how long, how good and how consistent, and for how long he's been doing it at Tottenham. Absolutely unbelievable if that's true, which it is. It's Darkson G. It is. He's not lying.
Darkson G, just quickly too, like players like Gareth Bale, Luka Modric, those were sort of the players that had me fall in love actually with Tottenham. But the sad thing with those guys is I do think they're some of the best players I've ever seen in my life in general. But they left like Spurs and they ended up having like, world-class moments and world-class, sort of days with other teams and, other clubs. Whereas with Sonny, at least I've been able, and you have, of course, too, been able to see his world-class sort of moments almost entirely in Spurs shirts, right? Maybe as well you get to see it for Korea, but you know what I mean by that. Like it's just not, Sonny really is genuinely probably with Harry Kane, Bale, and Modric, the best ever Spurs players I've ever witnessed. But he's actually stuck with us and shown that loyalty to be with us as long as he has, which I'm very lucky and very thankful for, really am. Because it's nice to have a world-class player in your team from time to time. It really is. It's quite fun to watch and quite beneficial for sure. Dark G also saying Porro gets a god assist. Chelsea James is injured. Come on, you Spurs. Don't tell me Reece James got injured again, Dark Sunday. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous if he got injured again. I feel bad for him at this stage. It's a bit of a meme, but I do feel bad for him because it's just he's kind of taken himself out of that conversation. Yeah, he's taken himself out of that conversation when it comes to just, best right back, sort of conversations then with all these injuries. I think Porro then is just clear. Dark Sun G, I think Porro is probably clear of him now because he's, been consistent and he's having almost a Reece James-like season right now, Porro, where he's been solid defensively like Reece James used to be, but, offers something going forward and has that extra threat going forward. And Porro is also really just so technically gifted as well. Big up Dark Sunji, and I completely agree with that, my man. Another god assist from him, a perfect delivery from the Pedro the Postman. Ian Cook saying happy for Richie today.
That was godlike.
It was godlike, Dave. I mean, it was, which one? Better than the Burnley one?
Yeah. That assist is not easy to do, by the way. It's straight down the throat of the keeper, in that's bread and butter for centre halves to get the right weight, the right height, the right execution, and to get it to float like that and drop, that takes years of what. If Beckham done that, people would be in the dark room stroking themselves off. Absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah. And as well, Dark Sun G too, on just sort of Poro and Sunny. Like from the beginning, that's where I think actually that whole like postman nickname I think came from, was because Poro in particular just finds some delicious passes to Sunny and behind, and he was finally able to deliver one to Richie for that goal. Finally able to deliver one to the big Rich. Ian Cook saying happy for Richie today. Hopefully this is the start of a good run for him. We need him to start scoring more. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Flat Cap Army. Hashtag Harris Army. Big up to you, Ian Cook, my man. Really appreciate it. And Richie, I think a lot of people who've been backing Richie for a long time or have just sort of liked the guy, have a bit of a soft spot for him. Any of those, like if you fall in that sort of category, I think you're buzzing. I think you have to be. It's just, if you've ever had sort of a moment where you just did want Richie to sort of come good just for the sake of, you know, him, yourself, you know, whatever it may be, I think it's a good day for any sort of Richie fan. Anybody who's even a Richie, you know, apologist, Richie soft spot sort of crew, like I think everybody should be happy. And even if you never liked Richie, at least he got us the win. You know, at least he got us the win. He had a great day today.
Mhm. And look, what I will say just quickly is we have been here with Richie before where we scored and we've kind of like, oh, now's the moment, now's the moment. This has to be the moment. If he doesn't back it up, you know, it wasn't so long ago Spurs were willing to listen to offers for him in January.
That's just
So
true.
it's now up to him to back it up. You know, we've been here before. Great performance today, though. Absolutely buzzing for the guy. Absolutely buzzing. You can see what it meant to him. You know, you can see how relieved he was as well. So, look, for the greater good of Tottenham, hopefully he can find a bit of confidence now and find that sort of that streak now and start doubling up in the goals, my man.
James Coffey, big up to you, sir, saying the one upside of Madison's injury is that we have been forced to find that second role for Kulusevski and play Johnson in his best position instead. I think Johnson looks a lot better on the right than he does on the left for me, James. I think his finishing can also be taken advantage of when he's on that right wing because he does have a really good just sort of smash right across goal. Like he's good at, you know, the sort of driven shots across the keeper. And then I think his crossing needs a lot of work, but he is probably better served on the right if he is going to work on his crossing than he is on the left. I think on the left, it's just asking too much of the little sort of ability that he does have in getting those balls into the box. I think we're better off having Sonny out there, who clearly is far more comfortable doing it with both feet than really Johnson is. And then Madison, his injury, right, has given Kulusevski a new role, Dave, and we're seeing Kulusevski through the middle, which is where he's always wanted to play, apparently.
Yeah, look, he spoke after the last game, the first game he played there. You know, I feel like Dejan, you know, that just goes to show, you know, that he does want to play there. And you can see anytime he's put in there. And that's why I don't buy the narrative as sort of with Brennan Johnson. Oh, you know, you have to play him on the right. I get he's better on the right. But, you know, if he wants to make it, he's going to have to learn to play off that left-hand side as well. All great players can play multiple positions if you have the ability. All it takes is the ability. You've got the right ability, the right attitude, and you want to be able to play in other multiple positions, you will. Kulusevski's an example of it. Emerson's an example of it. For instance, is Richarlison up front and the left wing. Sonny, left wing up front. You know, so there are examples of it. So I do think we should demand more from Brennan Johnson in that regard. But look, what I will say is with Kulu's been absolutely brilliant through the middle. You know, that's ultimately the position he wants to get in, and he's making the most of it. You know,
Yeah.
and he was always going to work out in the middle. Look at the work he done on the wing, up and down, up and down, up and down. Look what he's doing through the middle, up and down. But he's even more effective through the middle because you know he's a lot more space to work with than when he is out on the wing. Now, look, I think Kulusevski is good out on the wing. I'd argue if you played him out there today, you know, he would have done just as good a job as Brennan Johnson, and we would have created just as much. But with Kulu down the middle, because he's so big, because he's such a willing runner, powerful guy, you know, he has the ability to go left or right and just bowl people out his way when he's in full momentum. So he adds that sort of, what would I say, that dynamism to it, where he's just straight, boom, you know, straight through the heart of it. Try and take the ball off me, try and muscle me out of it. Absolutely brilliant. And do you know what, James? They actually panned to Madison sitting there today, and I was just looking at him quietly, and I was like, he's got to be hungry to get back into this team. Watching that, he has to be absolutely chomping at the bit to get in. Who knows? We could even get an even more hungry or better Madison than what we had before he went out injured. But this is what we've always wanted, right? To give managers good food for thought, not look at players and go, oh, I'm sick of this. Why are we going with him, this, that, and the other? You know? We want players to step up, stand up, and be counted. It doesn't matter whether you're a winger and you get played, you get asked to play centre midfield. At the end of the day, you got into this game because you love playing this sport. And every minute and every opportunity you get at this level is an opportunity for you to make a name for yourself. So look, long may it continue with these guys. That's all we ever want, is players that when they're asked to play, give it your all. And Kulu coming in is giving us extra options, but also maybe the injury crisis and that little spell of games we had to go through could, in the long run, be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, really well said. Really well said. And James, it's nice to discover new things about Spurs always. And I guess if it has to happen through injury, so be it. But it's always good to discover new things about these players, and especially really appreciate your support there, James Coffey. 7, again, saying it is very beautiful. Well, I appreciate it, my man. And it's probably making Nick feel very justified, and getting the Christmas sweater sort of going, getting that theme started. Everybody start thinking about your Tottenham Christmas sweaters and all that good jazz. But really appreciate you, sir. And I'm telling you, it's one of these things where it's going to be worn so much, and so it's going to get that real good use. Like sort of my Spurs pajamas just get so overworn, and so like you use it for sleeping, just lounging around, cooking, something, while you want to be in sort of comfortable kind of clothes. Like it's one of those where it's like, those tops that you just sort of wear almost every day. I think it's going to be one of those 7 where I'm just sort of in my lazy kind of outfit, around the home sort of outfit and gear. It's going to get a lot of use. It's going to get a lot of wear. Big up to you, sir. I'm glad that you enjoy it. And Dark Sun G saying, how did we get Sar for cheap? This kid is our core. That's what I'm trying to say, Dark Sun G, earlier, what I mentioned, that if you actually stack up some of Paratici signings of which ones are the most impressive, could make a case that Pop Matasars is actually the most impressive out of all of them, because an unknown talent, as well as like kind of had half a good season, maybe probably half a good season to a good season at Mets, but really it all came from, I think, the fact that he knew something about that. I think it's called Generation Foot, that academy in Senegal, I believe, which is one of the more talented academies where, I think Mane's come from. Some other really big African players have come out of. And I think Paratici, because he's Paratici, must have sources and must have some connects, to places like that, and clearly knew something about Pop Matasar, but probably before he even came, to France. So it's just one of the more impressive signings amongst the many impressive signings that Paratici has, just because this one is real definition unearthing a gem, out of nowhere, finding a diamond in, the rough, or sort of type of signing. Like really just Paratici, Dave. He'll find anybody from anywhere.
No, look, with Paratici, I felt like he got a hard rep at Tottenham because he was in a position where, everyone wanted it fixed immediately. But everyone that comes into this club in positions, well, no matter what they do, it's always going to take time. And I've actually sort of thought about this the last few days, and I'm sort of resigned to it, whether it's a manager, a player, whether it's the director of football, the scouts, whatever they do, it's always going to take time because of how slow Tottenham operate in terms of trying to, put a winning team out there, a competitive team that could go on and win trophies. It takes us longer. So whoever's put into positions, it's just going to take a while to see the fruition of it, always because of the business model they operate under.
Yeah. And he is almost the core of this midfield right now. We're practically showing to be one of the most important players in this midfield. Big up, Dark Sun G. Appreciate your support. Also, big up to Chris. I've seen that you've been kind of keeping it. Keeping it. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the Chris Derby. It's the Newcastle Derby for Chris. So you absolutely should be buzzing for that. But also, just want to say, Chris, thanks for keeping it down or keeping it locked in the chat as well. I believe Chris had to sort of put somebody in timeout. So thank you for doing that, Chris. So many things that we have to handle, and just any bit of help does really go a long way. And also big day for you, my man. Newcastle Derby, the Chris Derby. Get to go into work with a big smile on your face, I imagine, tomorrow, Chris. Get to go, maybe have to sort of wear some protective gear or something, because they might be throwing stuff at you when you get into work, Chris. So you have to be worried. Big up to you, sir. V Scarred saying, can't say enough of how proud of Poro and Richie and Davies I am today. Absolutely hoping we can keep this form and go on a little run here in the future. would really love to go on a nice run here, get some points back, start climbing up the table where we once were, V-Scarred. But also, he's very proud, or she is very proud of Poro and Richie, as well as Davies today. Davies really, I mean, just once again, another good performance. Like, can't say anything bad about him. And also Poro and Richie, of course, too. That maybe Poro not as much, but Richie and Davies, divisive players that a lot of Spurs fans feel kind of done with. Probably some of the best performers on the day, those two. But really, he's very proud, or she's very proud of a lot of these players.
No, absolutely spot on. And look, I can't help but feel myself proud of them today as well. You know, they delivered, you know, time of adversity, a lot of pressure on the football club, a lot of scrutiny, you know, a lot of questions asked. Are we going to go down the same path that we always go down, or are we going to come out and do something different? We chose a new path today. Look, King Huddle as well, I hope you're listening to this. I grate on Ben Davies a lot because, quite frankly, I don't think his performances at Tottenham have been to anywhere near an acceptable level for quite some time. However, today, the guy saved our skin. If Newcastle scored that goal early on when he cleared that, which was easier to put in the back of his own net, by the way, very brave for him to go for it, that we're talking about a different game today, you know, but he showed great recovery pace on that as well. And this is what I want to see from him. He's proven he can do it. You know, this is the problem with him. He goes one good game, one bad. One good game, one bad game. But today he was absolutely outstanding. And I will give him credit the last 3 games, actually. City, West Ham, and today. He's been brilliant on the football. The amount of times today he got the ball and Newcastle are pressing the obvious player and he pops it into midfield around them. Absolutely brilliant today. And hopefully he can use this as a building block to build on, because we need him. And that's where my biggest frustration has been with the guy down the last couple of years, is that we've relied on him. We need him. And he hasn't turned up. But today he dug in, he bloody turned up. And fair play to him. I'm absolutely proud of him today. You know, very proud of him. Poro, look, I've praised from day dot. I've always praised him. Didn't even get on the board this summer with, oh, can he play right back? I've always said he's good enough. He can play right back. No problem. Not even a debate for me. So I'm always proud of Pedro. Always. He always delivers. That's why we call him the postman. And then Richie, look, I've been a big critic of Richie, and I think rightly so. But you know, I did advocate for him to start down that middle today. You know, I did. After the West Ham game, everyone was speaking about the wingers. They're a problem, and I was the only both wingers doing the exact same thing. The problem is what you've got in the box. And he stood up today and delivered. Like I said, a guy low of confidence, very easy to shank them chances, show lack of composure with your confidence at rock bottom. But he didn't. He looked like a man reborn today. And I think the biggest thing with him is his mind is free. You know, back when he was playing for us, it looked like his mind was captured with something. But today he looked free like a pigeon to crawl around Tottenham Hotspur football stadium. Someone call air traffic control, because there is some flying cockerels around London this evening. Let's bloody go. Big up. Great comment.
Great comment, V-Scarred, and I'm glad that you get to feel proud of a performance like that. Really do. Big up to Bald Bean Counter as well. Big up to Ribsy85 towards them, just kind of getting caught up with the chat here. Just so many people that are still with us. We really do appreciate you. And as well, everybody, if you do want to support the channel in another way, feel free to grab a membership. That way we can get to know you a bit better, get to see some of our extra content. Your name, pops out, stands out a bit more. We can, point you out, have good sort of back and forth. So if you do want to support the channel in an extra way, feel free to grab a membership. Good to see you, Daniela Zito. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Big up, Jack and Dave. Come on, you Spurs. On to the Forest game. Proud of the boys today. They've done so well. Big up to you, Daniela. And she also had a quick question, maybe Dave, that I can fire at you, saying, what do you think of the subs that were made? Do you feel they had any effect on the game? Substitutes, not really the best sort of day for the subs, you might say.
No, not a great day. Look, Ollie Skip should have banged that one in. No excusing that. If Richie missed that, people going absolutely ballistic. Look, Gil, he didn't lose the ball, right? He done all right, but he didn't like come on with any purpose to want to go and affect the game and say, hang on, boys, I'm coming to the party too. Open the door for me. He sort of played it safe, I felt. He did have a good setup for was it Kulu who ended up dragging it wide or something like that, or Lo Celso maybe. But he just didn't grab the game by the, Donnelly. Look, he came on with 4 minutes to go. Tottenham are just not on the ball side to side.
He did fine,
So I'm not
Dominic.
going to judge him. And by the way, I'm absolutely buzzing he got on today, by the way. Better it is for me. All the hard work that guy has gone through from a kid, all the times his parents have given up, to bring him to the football and stuff like that. Any minutes, moments like that for a young kid, it's all paid back. Everything you've done is all paid off. But don't get me wrong, he's still got quite some way to go. So I'm not judging him on that whatsoever. I mean, it's a different game when he comes on. But I agree. I don't think they really sort of grabbed an opportunity there, Jack. The opportunity was there for them to come on and go 5-6.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, there's your answer there, Daniela. Great answer from Davo. John Fitzpatrick, good to see you in the house. Big up, Jack and Dave. Great result today. Now we must kick on and fight for top 4 and 5 spots. Really agree with you there, Johnny Fitzpatrick. And it's always good to see you in the house. Kuva99, good to see you joining us as well. Rowan Kumar, always appreciate your support. Rowan Kumar as well. Kulu man of the match. And then Jay Coe saying, Dave, my apology to you. You were right about Sonny. Jay, I feel like I know you're a big fan of Sonny, so maybe it's perhaps it had to do with Sonny at striker versus left wing, if I'm going to make a guess with Jay.
Do you know what? He put a comment in and he says, Dave, I think your salads make, affecting your brain or something to that regard. And being honest, I actually took it the right way. I actually found it quite funny. I was like, yeah, that's a good one. You know me, Jack. I enjoy them sort of comments as well. But look, and I suppose when some people would have seen that, they might have picked up the wrong end of the stick or taken the wrong end of the carrot, as they say, and maybe thought I was having a go at Sonny. And it wasn't me having a go at Sonny whatsoever. I think I didn't convey my point well enough. I probably should have conveyed it a little bit better. But in terms of what I meant is we're only seeing 50% of what Sonny can offer up front. We lose that spark. You look at someone for that West Ham game, for instance, right? Someone to really just grab the game by the scruff neck and make something happen. No one done it. But Sonny couldn't do it because of where he was playing. You look today, we were on top, but we were still waiting for someone to grab the game by the scruff of the neck, give us that bit of magic and make something happen. I mean, Son couldn't have done any more to get us going in that game today. And that's exactly what I was saying about moving him back out to the left. When I look at him down the middle, is he scoring more quicker than the rate he would have off the left-hand side? No. And that for me just shows that doesn't work. And Sonny down the middle, like I've been trying to stress all season long, was never the plan this season. Ever. Never the plan. Never. But he's made it work. But now that Richie's back, he's scoring. And I think everyone will agree with me now. Sonny looked absolutely unbelievable there today. When at one stage he was running down the middle of the pitch, I got flashbacks of him against Burnley, that Puskas award-winning goal, running where it doesn't matter where bodies are flying in from to try and stop him. He's hurdling them, holding them off. And we got our Sonny back today, I feel. The real Sonny. He even looked like he enjoyed it so much more as well. But look, I appreciate it, my man. I do appreciate the apology. And when I'm finished, I've got a lot more to collect, so I'll be doing my rounds. Big up to you.
Really very nice of you, Jay. I must be very respectful or very noble of you. And it's, just a great day for anybody who's a big Sonny fan, because I really never had any doubts that he could do a job on the wing, and he's done more than a job on the wing today. I think he's shown that he can play almost anywhere across that front line, which I felt like already knew about him in the first place, but maybe that's hard to get kind of lost in maybe confidence. But good to see Sonny doing exactly that. Big up to you, Jay Coe. Really appreciate your support. And everybody that's joined us throughout the watch along today, really do appreciate your support. Everybody that joins us for these, picks us as their destination to watch the games with. Been a great day. Really do appreciate you all. If you haven't, we don't say it often, but smash the like button for us, please. And yeah, Dave, any sort of final comments, any sort of final words of wisdom? Just feels good to grab a win. It felt really needed. And so I'm glad that we were able to do that, and we don't have to worry or, have to have conversations about Ange or see even any Ange outs or anything like that in the chat. Like, that would have been really just sad to see. And we get to avoid all that for today. It's really nice.
Yeah, the Ange out Pochian headlines, the papers are screaming tonight. They have to reprint the back pages for tomorrow morning. So they're not happy. But look, last I will say is, first of all, everyone knows how happy I am with Tottenham. I'm actually tired of delivering wisdom, Jack. I've been at it for 2 days now. I need to take a break and come back tomorrow for the fan show with maybe more paralleled wisdom. But look, I just want to say to you guys, the appreciation out there. I just want to say quickly, first of all, really enjoyed this watch along today. Absolutely incredible to get back to winning ways. So thank you for that, Jack. Thank you for the company, my man. But you guys out there, we reached the milestone today, 13K. I'll be honest, I want to get off it and get to 14K very quickly because 13 is very unlucky. But I'll be honest, it's never a number I ever thought we'd imagine was ever possible. But you guys, you always spread the word of the Irish Hotspur, promoting us without us asking you to, sharing our streams, telling friends and family, get on these guys, and the support is absolutely incredible. Membership, super chats, it really couldn't be done without you guys. And it's not just me and Jack on this journey, it's all of us. Every single one of us on this journey together. We've been through some dark times from Jose, all the way through to now. And you guys have really kept me going. Some days when I haven't been asked to talk about Tottenham being at lowest ebb, you've pulled me out of bed, whether that's through phone calls, messages under comments or under streams and stuff like that and everything else. You guys really mean the world to us, and thank you. This is beyond my wildest dreams. Let's make it to 15, eh?
Beautifully said, Dave. Really beautifully said. Sorry, I'm muting myself because there's a siren that's probably about to pass me any second now, but really do appreciate everybody. And there it is. And there's the siren, Dave. How about... Oh, no, it's just decided to stop.
Yeah, just
right in front
quickly,
of my
Iceman
house.
member for 4 months. Says, big up, Dave and Jack. Best channel for Spurs. My son has just passed for the USA trial. I love you both. Iceman, I'm absolutely buzzing for you, my man. I remember we had a phone call, about it, and I've been chatting to you for quite some time, finding out how he's getting on. Absolutely buzzing, and long may he concede, my man, or succeed, my man. Absolutely buzzing for him. Great day for you, Iceman. Great day for Iceman's household, and be sure to pass on my congratulations to him, brother.
Absolute legend, Iceman, and that's massive. Must be massive, and to have anybody go professional in football is already hard enough. But I think also too in the USA as well, the MLS and everything, it's getting a lot harder. It's getting a lot better. Some players that are coming out of there now are pretty quality too. So I would say even more than ever, it's a much harder league to even break into. So really impressed by that, really am. And Iceman, appreciate your support for 4 months. I know you've been around a long, long time, but we appreciate all the support that you've given us over this time. And yeah, I was going to say as well, really do thank everybody for just the support over the years, just whatever it's been, bad sort of weeks, months with Spurs, no matter what type of shows you come on for, what shows you do like with this channel, we do really appreciate you all. And thanks for just continuing to stick by us and continuing to work with us throughout all of this sort of roller coasters that come with us with Tottenham Hotspur. You all really do. We really do all appreciate you guys. But yeah,
really, you actually have no idea the effects you have on our lives. It's absolutely unbelievable. Lastly, just going to have to get my binoculars out, Jack, and go and look for Leighton Evelyn. You asked earlier on what score the Happy Clappers are going to predict. I believe I said we'd score 4 today, so we'll have to go and find where Evelyn is.
I went for a conservative 3-1 to Leighton Evelyn. I should have gone for more, Dave. Sounds like big out Leighton Evelyn. Oh, that's a funny one.
And then Ian Cook has upgraded his membership to elite level.
Thank
Ian,
you, sir.
Really appreciate that, my man. And that opens up the door to you for a Tell Me Your Spurs story, brother. We've got some old ones up on the channel that we used to do. Check them out. Let us know when you're available and you want to do it. We'll get it all set up and we'll get it done, my man. And it's a video you can keep forever. And the whole idea about it is just basically me and Jack are just sort of pawns. We just sort of probe questions to get your life story through the eyes of a Spurs fan to where you are now. So hopefully you have time and we can get that done with your brother.
Really appreciate that, Ian Cook. Thanks for supporting the channel as a member. Thanks for becoming a member, upgrading your membership. Sounds like you already were a member. Appreciate that, Ian. And thanks as well for, again, tuning in today, picking us and, keeping us company throughout today, and just a great performance and just wanting to come here, on good days like this. Appreciate you, Ian Cook. Thanks for the extra support. Thanks to everybody. Shawnee Maddox, John Fitzpatrick there, King Hoddle, Bald Bean Counter, Next Level English. So many of you guys that stuck around all the way to the end of the show as well. Really do appreciate you all. And I think we'll let you go with your weekends, everybody. Hopefully you have something lined up, maybe a nice, sort of meal. Who knows, maybe a good sort of, bit of a time with the missus, with the family, whatever you might be up to. everybody, we do wish you have a good rest of your weekend. Spurs have not ruined it this time. And, yeah, we can have good rest of our weekends.
Time to season the Magpies. Come on, you Spurs.
Season the Magpies, indeed. We fried them up, everybody. We'll see ya. Come on, you Spurs. In the Big Ange, we trust. We never stop.
Let's go.
See you, everybody.
Everybody!